goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited.
Don't talk to me!
Cutie's doing video. Griff gang. Good for you. Hi, me again. Hi, are you serving cheeseburgers right now? I gave my cat away for you. Like these people who have, like, they have children. Can you not take them to the park?
Rage, more rage.
He's not a marriage scammer.
Damn, son.
Dad, if you're watching this, sue Slimer.
I'm not hungry. Like, that salad really filled me up.
Exactly, teardrop.
My dad's my uncle. Giddy up! Yeehaw! Fat! He's just my brother. He's my brother. You know? You think your life will be so much better struggling here with 500 kids and no money? Okay, good luck. Hillbilly, crap, white trash people.
Hello, everybody. Ooh, can you guys hear me? Hopefully you can. Happy Wednesday. So happy to see everybody in the chat. Speaking of Wednesday, I got to flip over my little calendar thingy here. Still sitting on Tuesday. Hello, Nicole. Just Deb, Heather, Sweet Daily Win, Emotional Support Muffin, Tired as Fuck, Hey Girl, Fifi48, Mary Sparkle, Tweet T. Jesus, Priscilla, hello, Drama B, Homewrecker, hey girl. She lists like a girl, Lisa, Sassy Mama, goodbye Kyle, Great Aunt Ray, H. Roz, Bama Girl, Big Bertha Jean, hey girl, Dinky, Jay, let's see, Sushi, Mac Attack, Marsh, hello, Solus, good to see you, Bent Not Broken, hello, Tina B, FFG's Fortune. That's one of my favorites. Lauren, hello. Great Aunt Ray, Cancer Warrior, Lost Tamale, Dilly, Seattle Sapphire is a low-carb world. I draw people and animals. Fumos, good to see you. Just Jamie, hello. You don't have any info to derail the stream today? Good. Hello, Golden Gains. I'm still not recovered from yesterday. I'll have you know. Unicorn Farts, hello. So sorry I was tardy. I have a kid that's down and out. She woke up this morning. Oh, God, she got up like really early at like 5 o'clock. She said, I just don't feel very well. And I'm like, you don't feel well? She's like, no, my stomach's a little icky. I'm like, all right. Hey, spiteful Pinky Jean. You grab yourself a blanket and wrap up next to the dog. So that's exactly what she did. So she laid there. She's like, I think I'm hungry. I'm like, okay. So I fixed her favorite breakfast, which is eggs and cinnamon rolls and orange juice. She ate none of it. And I was like, oh, God. If I know that my kid is turning down a cinnamon roll, odds are very likely that that's the test. You ever want to know if your kid's, faking being sick at school, which she loves school. So I already knew that she wasn't faking, right? But still, you got to put them to the test. If you offer them one of their favorite foods and they turn it down because they can't eat, yeah, it's the real deal. So she's not feeling very well. She's home today, so that's okay. Hello, Our Foodie Beauty. Good to see you. Lily, hello. Dynamite, hello. C. Morton, good to see you. WNC Tar Heels, getting sick. I guess it's going around. Sam's grandson was down for the holiday and he got sick on the very last day. Sure did. Stomach situation. We kind of thought like it wasn't necessarily like a virus, but now seeing as Ray has it too, I'm thinking maybe it is. Hey, Pink Warrior, good to see you. You like the thumbnail? Thank you. One of my faves for sure. Hello, Co Blue. Grow for 20 reasons. My son only turns down peanut butter pancakes when he's sick. See what I mean? All the little nieces and nephews around there are sick. Oh, glad it's not my house, girl. I'm like, oh my God. Because getting the stomach virus is like the absolute worst ever. I don't want it. Please, God, let me not get it. Hello, Addicted to Cold Brew. I've got a killer sore throat, headache, and a runny nose. Yeah, I seen you talking about it on Twitter. I hope you get better soon, hun. Hello, Chelsea. Aurora, hello. This is the first day I'm feeling human after 6 days. Really? It's going around, but it doesn't seem to last long. Well, I really hope it skips me. We shall see. Anywho, I had a whole show to go over today. I took notes and everything. There were several different live streams I wanted to go over, but guess what? Yeah, I left my notes at home, so we won't be going over those. But I was listening to her Oh My God live stream, and it really, from like the 1 hour, 40-minute mark all the way through, take elderberry. Yeah, you guys have been telling me about the elderberry. I guess I've been sleeping on said elderberry. I'm going to have to look into it. What happened? Everyone around here is sick too. Hey, Butter Crumpet, good to see you. Fat. Hold on. Fat. Did you see the poor circulation in her face? Her whole body is turning purple. And you know what? I got to thinking about the Salah situation even more. So people are like, the fact that Foodie Beauty is still even entertaining this relationship that at this point is just never going to amount to anything more than what it is right now. Even if they were to set up this trip to go to Malaysia and meet up and go on this vacation that she keeps talking about, the odds of even her going and seeing him just for like a couple of weeks or a couple of days or possibly a month, whatever the plan is very unlikely, because she's eaten herself into that position. She's convinced herself, which she hasn't, because if you listen to what she says, she's even saying, yeah, well, I haven't made up my mind fully if I'm going to Malaysia, because even if they financially can make it happen, physically, she's aware that she ain't going nowhere. She can't. Physically, she cannot go. Hello, Hygiene Queen. Packing for a business trip and moving. So glad to listen to my stories, girl. I feel like I'm going insane with how crazy my house is. Can I get a brokey? Got you, girl. Brokey. Thank you for being a member for 2 months. One of my favorite sound bites of all time. Appreciate you. Google gives her weeks to months until a major medical event. Oh, did you look that up on the chat GPT, little birdie? That's interesting. When you put pressure on the skin and it turns white and blood should return to your skin in under 3 seconds, and hers took forever. So I was listening to a few of Gorlick's Bread's videos because I've been behind on his content, and he made a video, I think it was yesterday, where he was talking about, I think it was Eyelash, who released a video with what you're talking about, Vintage Seeker, where she had something like leaning against her forehead or some part of her body, and when she took it away, like it just stayed white forever. So, well, I mean, it's very obvious that our girl is in very, very, very poor health. Hello, Shelly Ray girl. I got jinxed. I have to go to the doctor later, or more than likely will have to pee. Pee into a cup, but no worries, I can do it since no Gunther or T-Rex arms. I love the fact that a flex around this community is that we can pee into a cup. With no assistance from your aunt. That's crazy, Shelly Ray. Thank you so much, girl, and have a good day. Hopefully all goes well at the doctor. Appreciate you so much. No, spiteful Pinky Jean. So listen, I still got and you know what? I found some more packages yesterday. I was working in my garage trying to get that whole situation taken care of because I told you guys I'm putting a gym out there. But anyways, listen, all this, it's been a lot this morning. All right. I'm trying to get it all together. Hey, Snarky. But I've also found some more packages that you guys had sent me over the holiday that was stuffed away in a tote. Sorry about that. So I have those I want to bring over here, and your package, Pinky Jean, your package is actually sitting on my dresser in my bedroom. So I'm going to pull it all together and bring it over here and open it one day this week. So don't worry, that's going to happen. Also, if you have emailed me, no, I didn't get to my emails yesterday. I know I'm the worst person ever. I am fully aware. Okay. But it's going to happen. I promise. Today, hopefully. Guns crossed, ladies. Shelly Wright, thank you, girl. Just Jamie says she ate popcorn for 34 minutes straight and then the TV dinner. So yesterday's stream, I watched it too. I watched I don't even know how long she went for. I don't think she went very long last night because she said that she had a headache. She wanted to go watch TV, yada, yada, yada. But I watched her sit there and eat all of that popcorn. I was like, holy fuck. And then when she said she was going to eat herself a TV dinner, girl, Chantel, who the fuck would willingly, if they could afford something else, go heat them up a TV dinner? That shit was wild. And the popcorn, it was like it was never going to fucking stop. It was just handful after handful after hand. And I don't know if she's aware, like she thinks that that popcorn doesn't have calories, but even if she's not concerned with the calories in the said popcorn, that popcorn is full of fucking sodium. And she's already retaining so much water, especially, I mean, it's everywhere. I hate to say it, but I am curious to see what the legs look like. I really am. Is a TV dinner like they ate in Matilda? Buttercrumpet, do you not know what a TV dinner is? I believe so. Yes. So it's just a frozen meal. I don't know how to explain. It's just a frozen meal. You pop it in a microwave and you heat it up and you eat it. I mean, I don't know. I grew up on TV dinners. Present day, I don't buy TV dinners. I just feel like it's a waste of money. They aren't that cheap for the kind of quality of food that you get there. But you know, there are like the cheaper ones, like the banquet ones. If you're in a pinch, they'll do the job or whatever. But yeah, poor. Yes. Basically, sassy mama, basically. But like there are TV dinners that can get more expensive for sure. Plus, she adds shit to the TV dinner. So what Jamie is saying, like the fact that she's just smashing this popcorn in her face and she just thinks it's okay because it's popcorn. That shit is full of sodium. She gets like the most sodium filled popcorn. I guess it's some kind of special popcorn that she's buying off. I don't know. Because I know there was different streams where she was eating popcorn, but I believe wasn't the one that she was eating yesterday. Like she got off the street or something. It's like pickled flavor and I don't know, pizza flavored. And all that means when she says that is seasoning that they're putting on this popcorn. And seasoning is the sodium. So just Jamie, thank you for the super chat, hon. Hey, Fondue, good to see you. TV dinners and box mixes are not allowed in my house. These are things that I feel like Chantel is not just eating because poor. It's because she likes these things. Like she likes TV dinner. She likes hamburger helper. I don't know. Like I don't understand the hamburger. I will never, especially the flavor that she's eating. It's fucking disgusting, but whatever. To each their own, I suppose. She was craving it. Yes. She actually got up and cleaned a pot so she can make herself some hamburger helper, which I don't think was last night's stream. It was like 2 nights ago, and that's the one that we're going to watch today, which is pretty good. There's a lot of good parts in there. I believe I have the timestamp pulled up. I'm hoping anyways. Cannot believe I left my notes at home, but that's okay. But I think this is where she starts to talk about her time in Syria and the peeing in the cup and all that. I know we talked about that yesterday, but today I want to hear it come out of her mouth. Childhood comforts for her. Exactly. That's what the church basement spaghetti is always about. That shit was soggy. So gross. Okay. So let's get into it because it's going to be a long stream to get through if I don't shut my mouth. So let me get it pulled up. So sorry. I fumbled the ball with the note situation. That's what happens. When I sit down and I try to make sure I have my shit together, I end up still not having my shit together. Life story. She really is Cancer Warrior. Probably. This is when she was wearing her depression pajamas. That's what she's calling them, her depression pajamas. But let's be real. Depressed, not depressed. I mean, I hate to say that, but I feel like Chantel and at her place in life is living like there's no not being depressed for her. Like anybody in her situation would live in a constant state of depression. So I guess do something about it or fucking don't, Chantel.
Deviled eggs. Oh, I love
Oh, Wildflowers, you're having spaghetti tonight. We're having stir fry. Oh, actually, I bet my wife's not listening. Damn it. I need to tell her to take out the chicken. Hey, look, dog.
deviled eggs. Yeah, tonight maybe I'll watch something bad is gonna happen and eat my popcorn.
Okay. So so the popcorn situation is somewhat like the sugar-coated strawberry situation. This is something that she's just, I guess for whatever reason, is needing to eat day after day because she also ate the popcorn yesterday. So this wasn't yesterday's stream. I think it was like 2 days ago. Yesterday was pretty fucking boring. I didn't want to react to that one The only part that I seen somewhat entertaining from what I watched was when she was trying to put the hijab on. That was it. Hello, Delulu. I can't stand this Cornwall trash, aka Funkled Clown. Yes, girl. She stays disrespecting Islam and Muslims with her antics. Chantel, Salah hate you. Bam, bitch. And did you all see the screenshot of her Quran on the floor? Like, not just on the floor, like upside down, pages open, just laying there in filth. Absolutely disrespectful. Agree. And thank you for the support, hun. It's her new obsession. She's scooting to get it. Her auntie got popcorn for her once. Hey, Kara, it's been the best month. Yes, girl. And thank you for being a member. I appreciate you. The dumplings she ate the other day was wild work. 3 chews average per huge ass dumpling. That has always been something Chantel has done, is not chew her food. And actually, you know, back in the day, she used to choke a lot more. But I don't know if maybe her body's just gotten used to the way that she eats now without chewing, because we really, I mean, every so often, but back in the day, no, we used to really be like, oh my God, girl, you're going to take yourself out if you don't start chewing your food. But I don't really see that anymore. Hey, Nicole, thank you so much for upgrading your membership to official support group member. I appreciate you. The only TV dinner I'll buy is the Vital Pursuit ones from Walmart. They're less than $4, high protein, low carb, and actually taste good. Ooh, okay. Hey, Stacy.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's so awful, Kiara. I'm so sorry for her. That's awful. Your daughter lost her instinct when it comes to... When I was in Syria, everyone was always having a baby. So somebody was having a baby, and she said, I want you to hold my baby. So
I feel like Chantel is so offended. It's like she feels like the nerve of these women in Syria to have these babies, because she feels like they are too, because she's flat out said it. Like, the people in Syria are too poor to take care of their babies. So why do they keep having babies? It's like, Chantel, you're going to their country. You're basically laughing at their culture, but yet you fantasize after their men. Like, if you don't like the way that they choose to live their life, then why don't you not date in their culture? It doesn't make any sense. Hey, Cats for Nelson, good to see you, girl. Thank you for being a member for 5 months, hun. Oh boy. Miss Gold, can something down your throat. Hey, Vanessa girl, good to see you, and thank you for the super chat. Oh shit. I'm dead.
I went over. That's when they made me the walnut tea, like it's tradition. And I held the little baby. It was a little boy. Oh my God. Just like, it was freshly born, and it had the baby smell. And you know how they like twisting your arm? They feel...
You believe that anybody would let her hold the baby? Lord Almighty.
So fragile, but oh, it was so... I like holding a baby. Freshly born, yeah. So cute. Oh my God.
Exactly. They don't use birth control, and their husbands get whatever they want. She's so privileged and takes her freedoms for granted and actively tries to throw them away. It's actually shameful. It really is. Yes, freshly born. You heard it right.
And their little hands when they hold your finger. Yeah. But they grow up. I like just handing the baby right back. Fresh out the oven. Yeah. You never wanted kids. Nothing wrong with that. They're going to hold the baby. Aw.
Hey, Kathy.
Legs are still curled up, yeah. I look like a baby doing that. That's why Salah calls me baby born. Do they have epidurals? I have no clue. Long time viewer, first time chatter, my ass. I had to go for a really bad BM in the Syria hospital. And I was like, where's...
You know what? I don't disagree with that, Delulu. A reminder that Salah is a bigger clown than Chantel. He's the village loser. No self-respecting Arab father would allow his daughter to marry him. Damn, Salah. I mean, before, like in Syria, I hate to say it, but I kind of get it. But when he was in Kuwait, and I feel like there were options there for him, that's what really made him the village idiot. But then when he got, obviously For whatever reason, he had to go to Syria and he held on to Chantel. I'm like, yeah, well, I guess that makes sense. But why would you even subject yourself to that situation while you were in Kuwait? I'll never understand it. I guess he got what he was looking for. I'll say that much. Thank you for the super chat, hun. Freshly born like a loaf of bread.
Where's the bathroom? Oh, did I tell you the nightmare of them wanting me to pee in a cut? Oh my God. Okay, first of all, when you have a big gut and a fupa, giving a pee sample is not, like, every time I go to the hospital in this part of the world, I need to use a nun's cap. It's like this white thing. If you work in healthcare, you know what that is. You put it under the toilet seat, it captures the pee, you pour it in a little dish.
Imagine having to give a pee sample, not being disabled, and that being a nightmare for you. I feel like even people, okay, let's take somebody like Quirky, for instance, right? Quirky is obviously very, a lot bigger than Chantel. That's fair. I really feel like Quirky can make it happen. It might be uncomfortable. She's going to have to, you're going to have to get creative. When you're that size and the doctor says something to you like, I need you to urinate in this here plastic cup, you're like, oh, motherfucker, but I'm going to make it happen. It might be a little bit complicated, but for Chantel, I don't know if it's just because she's so, with the little arms and everything, but it's like she doesn't put any kind of effort in anything. She just wants the other option because she's always been given the easier out her entire life. Like, you really could not figure out a way. Like, I mean, motherfucker, prop a leg up on the toilet and reach down there, 1 foot on the floor, 1 foot on the toilet, or a stool or something, and figure it the fuck out. But it's almost like she just flat out refused to try to figure out a way to get the cup to where it need to be to get the urine sample. Like, you're not going to tell me that she couldn't have made it happen. It doesn't make any freaking sense. Hey, very good. Is she really trying to say Salah helped out on the rent? 100 Canadian dollars is 800,000 Syrian pounds. She still doesn't get currency exchange. Yes. And she has decided that she is going to die on that hill. That Salah, the romance scammer who's living in Syria, who she says is stressed out about the things going on in Syria right now. And I'm not talking about war or anything like that. I'm talking about just life is being so much more harder because he's in Syria, is financially helping her, which means sending her money to Canada so she can pay her rent. Who's believing this? Teardrop, maybe? I doubt even Tracy is believing anything like that. It's crazy. But I love to hear her say it over and over and over and over again, because that lets you know when Chantel repeats certain things about her quote unquote relationship, that is what she's really insecure about. That's what she's insecure about. And that's what Salah's insecure about, especially when it comes to the money, because the money, the finances is what this relationship was built on. And we know that. She knows that. But if she thinks she can convince the internet that he doesn't need her money, in fact, he's the one sending her money, then that would completely destroy that narrative. Well, guess what, sweetheart? It ain't never going to happen. Very good. Thank you for the support.
Easy. They don't have that in Syria. The hats. Because there's not really like fupas, I don't know. They don't have nuns caps. So the lady says, I need you a pee sample. Actually, it was a male nurse who smelled like cigarettes really bad. Actually, they told me when I left for triage, they go into see the nurse to Salah. So he's like, we go into this room. There's no one in there. There's like a derelict.
Art says her rent is literally 18 million Syrian pounds. There is nothing that will tickle me more about this crazy ass, fictional, fake ass marriage relationship than Chantel trying to convince us that Salah is financially taking care of her. Even when she was in Kuwait and she claims that she just paid off $20,000 of debt because Salah took care of them. Fuck out of here, Chantel. We know you're full of shit. You did not take care of $20,000 of debt. And don't even get me started with the bullshit that she was talking about in this stream, how she's using ChatGPT to help file her taxes. Okay, girl. On what planet do you think we're living on here? Fondue, hello. Sir, we expected to believe Salah is helping her pay her Canadian rent, but she bought $30. Oh my God, mascara. Yes, did you do that, Chantel? Weren't you the one on here saying that you didn't need to splurge on anything? You didn't, your man was going to take care of you and pay your bills and you were barely making it, but you're buying $30 mascara. Let me remind you guys, okay? As soon as the money goes in her account, it makes her feel actually physically sick. She needs, if I got to go to the Dollarama and buy a bunch of plastic cheap shit that I don't need, so be it. As long as I can get this icky, disgusting Canadian money out of my bank account as soon as possible, that is how she lives her life. It is very fascinating to watch. Fondue, thank you for the support. $30 mascara. Are you looking like that? Looking like, girl, go get you a $1 tube of mascara. I mean, at this point, you don't even need makeup. Why bother? You're swollen every day any damn way. Hey, Desi's mama. Honestly, I truly believe Salah isn't doing shit for her. If anything, he only says things to keep her delusions, if that. That's what I think. That's as far as it goes. A little sweet nothings telling Chantel happy birthday. And I do believe, for the most part, that shit has came to an end. He doesn't even have time to entertain her to that extent because, number one, I don't think she is sending Salah a whole bunch of money because she really ain't got it to spend. I'm shocked to hear that she actually went out and spent $30 on mascara because girl is brokey, motherfucker. But she definitely ain't sending money to Salah like she used to. No way, no how. So no money, no poopy, I guess. Desi, thank you for the support. Hey, Chuck and his ducks. Also, don't forget that Cutie thought she was going to be a millionaire in Kuwait because she didn't understand the exchange rate. I remember that. So she thinks we are as stupid as she is, saying that Salah helped. Dude, I just can't believe that she can say that with a straight face and really think that anybody, and I mean anybody outside of Turdy over there, would actually believe that Salah is sending money from fucking Syria to Canada. Like, what? Stop it. Stop. No, don't stop, because that is, like I said, it's very entertaining. Chuck, thank you for the super chat. Hello, Brandon. For just 8 million Syrian pounds, you too can sponsor a needy Canadian, afford New York fries, give generously, and give now. Grift bless. That was a banger, Brandon. Thank you for the support, hon. Money goes so far over there, guys.
Looking office chair.
I paid off $20,000 of debt thanks to Salah taking care of me.
That's like broken down. The stuffing is coming out of it. I'm like, is this the nurse office? Fuck. Looks like a back rooms.
Didn't you, when you were in Syria, you and Salah sit there and tell the community how Syria had the best healthcare of anywhere in the entire world? I'm pretty sure y'all said that. And here you are, now that you're home, safe and sound in Canada, you're painting a whole different story. Hey, Carrie, tap, bitch.
They told me when I left for triage, they go into see the nurse to Salah. So he's like, we go into this room. There's no one in there. There's like a derelict looking office chair that's like broken down. The stuffing is coming out of it. I'm like, is this the nurse office? Fuck. Looks like a back.
Chantel, when you drove to get to this doctor's office, because the only reason I know this is because you showed us what it was like in the area that you were living in Syria. Like the buildings there, a lot of them were just nothing but rubble. Okay. So if I'm in a country and all of these buildings have been destroyed and a lot of them are just rubble, right? I'm not going to be really shocked walking into a doctor's office and see it run down. It's going to be expected. But she's like, oh my God. I mean, I think your Canadian privilege was showing just a smidge, just a little. She's like, what is this? Oh my God. Salah, where are we? Is this where the poor see the doctor? No, we're Canadian. No. Get us to the higher class, please. And Salah's like, this is it, bitch. Take it or leave it, big girl.
Rooms. And I'm not making fun of it. I'm just telling you to compare how it is. Oh my fucking God. I can smell garlic and like hear the Quran in one of the rooms. Salah knocks, opens the door. He's like, hey, he's like having strong words. Like, we're waiting. And the guys had a fucking eating mat down on the ground. We're eating lamb and rice with their fingers.
Listen to how listen to the way that she's talking down on these people, though. She's in Syria. What, like, listen to this shit.
Nurse office? Fuck. Looks like a
She cannot help herself. This right here, just the way that she's saying certain things, the way that she is talking down on this doctor, this office building that is used to provide health care to the people of Syria, she is actually disgusted. So the only reason that you were in Syria is because you are so fucking desperate. You were just chasing dick, Chantel. Salah is your fetish. That is it. You look down on him and you look down on his people and you look down on his country. And this right here is what we like to call a receipt.
Back rooms. And I'm not making fun of it. I'm just telling you to compare how it is. Oh my fucking God. I can smell garlic and like hear the Quran in one of the rooms. Salah knocks, opens the door. He's like, hey, you know, he's like having strong words, like we're waiting. And the guys had a fucking eating mat down on the ground. We're eating lamb and rice with their fingers.
It's probably his lunch hour. Yes, doctors have lunch hours. In Syria, they probably have their lunch a different way than you're used to, Chantel. Tell us more how we're the ones that are uncultured. Chantel, please. Seattle Sapphire says this chapter is about to be over, broke and not welcome back in Syria. He is not in her chat much. I think she is going to have a mental breakdown and rage. It's coming. Seattle Sapphire, the rage that she's been burying down and down and down and down into her gunt. Oh, it's boiling. It's funny that she thinks that we believe that she's actually playing it cool and you Salah's having a baby in Egypt. You guys are so funny. Just take what you want. It's fine. Like we know that deep down and when you're not online, you are seething. And it's only a matter of time before that boils over onto your Kick channel and we'll be here to watch it all. It's a matter of time. Seattle, thank you for the support, hon. Sassy Mama says, ma'am, this is third world country, ma'am. Sassy Mama, thank you for the super chat, girl. Exactly. Her entitlement. The way that she sits there and talks down on a place that was willing to offer her the health care that she needed. And the way that she's saying it, the tone of voice, just the actual disgust it's disgusting itself. Big Bertha, hello. Deep down, she is jealous of the culture there because families and community take care of each other and no one wants to deal with her on the regular. Exactly, Big Bertha. That is why she tried so hard to drive a divide between Salah and his family. She didn't want Salah to have family. She doesn't have family. She doesn't have people who care about her. And if they did care about her, she ran them off. So Salah can't have that. She doesn't have that. He can't have kids. She doesn't have kids. She needs to control everything. Who goes to Syria and then complains that a doctor is eating? Exactly, Manning. Bertha, thank you for the super chat, hun. Hello, Radioactive Gaming. How many times has this cow eaten with her hands? Exactly. What was she double fisting? Was it yesterday? I remember. She wasn't double fisting. She was double fisting her fingers. She was eating a fish fillet with extra tartar and it got all over her hogs. And she was going and sticking her fingers in her mouth and sucking the tartar off. But tell us about the doctor who was on lunch and was having his lunch in his office, how that was a fucking problem for you, Chantel. Tell us. Radioactive Gaming, thank you for the support, hon. She doesn't even know how. Yes, I agree, Tweet T.
It must have been their lunch hour. I don't fucking know. So they're like, just give us a few.
What made you think that it was the doctor's lunch hour, Chantel? What gave it away? Let's listen to it again.
Salah knocks, opens the door. He's like, hey, you know, he's like having strong words, like we're waiting. And the guys had a fucking eating mat down on the ground. We're eating
mat. Okay.
Lamb and rice with their fingers.
Eating lamb and rice with his fingers. That's normal. You told us that, right? I remember you were like, yeah, hey, it's a normal part of their culture. They use their hands. Okay. But now you're acting like it's a problem. What's the problem? It's normal. Why are you now acting like it's a problem?
It must have been their lunch hour. I don't fucking know. So they're like, just give us a few minutes. So after they ate, they washed their hands. They come out to take my blood. But he was very effective. Instantly found my vein. Like nobody even can do that. Wants me to pee in a cup. And I'm looking at it and I go, oh my God, I don't want to. And Salah's auntie was with him. So she goes, I'm like, I don't have. She's like, what? Like, you know, she didn't understand because I'm like, I can't go. So she tried to find a bathroom for me. Anyways, behind these haunted looking swinging doors, it was the birthing unit. It was so dirty and like just bad looking. And I'm like, oh my God.
You're in Syria. Your husband is Syrian. And this is how you talk about his country that you went and squatted in for what, 6 months or something like that. Okay.
So it's third world, right? The bathroom was a weird squat bathroom. It just wasn't going to,
which again is normal in Syria. Okay.
work. So I was trying to explain like a nun's cap, and they just looked at me like it wasn't happening. They're like, you want, so in Arabic, so I was trying to explain, he's like, you can't pee in this, really? You can't? I'm like, I can't. Like, physically, I can't. And then
as I said at the beginning of this whole spiel here, Chantel, is that you absolutely could have figured out a way. You could have got creative, girl. Even at your big old size with your big old gun, you could have figured it out. Like I said, you could have put one leg on the floor, propped another leg up on a chair, bent over, tilted backward. I don't know. You could have figured out something to make it happen. You just, again, are used to doing it the easiest way possible. And when you can't get it the easiest way possible, you'll just flat out fucking refuse. Hello, Mods T. Woof, 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 Chantel. Thank you for being a member for 28 months, hon. Yes, agreed. Woof, woof, bitch. Hello, Jeff. You're telling me there are no buckets in Syria that she could do her business? Exactly. Her and Salah have to be the dumbest couple on the planet. Exactly. I mean, give me a break. They could have figured something out. Jeff, thank you for the support, hun. Why couldn't Salah help? Exactly, Manning. Great question. Sassy Cat, hello, complaining about their lunch hour when she is on lunch 24/7. How dare they not service the big Canadian immediately? Do you guys remember? There was one time that she did, I don't remember if it was a live stream or a video, because at her time in Syria, at the end, I feel like she was doing like recorded content, but she did this, I think it was live. Anyways, it doesn't matter. And she was eating pizza in Syria. And she was like, yeah, Salah found a place and it's so cheap. And it's like $1, $2 for a whole pizza. And she was just sitting there piling it, doing her mukbang, piling it into her mouth. I think it was a pre-recorded video, an actual. Think about the fact that this woman, hey, dorky shit stain, went to Syria and did mukbangs. Like, let that sink in. This is how low and disgusting of a person that she is, that she went to Syria, squatted in Salah's family home, and did mukbangs. And I'll never forget when she was eating that pizza and you could hear the kids in the background, which were probably Salah's family members. And we know good and well that even though that she could afford it, because she was rich in Syria, she wasn't offering these kids any pizza. She was just eating it and hogging it all to herself. She is literally the worst of the fucking worst. Like, when we say that, I feel like people say that we exaggerate, but it's so fucking true. Sassy Cat, thank you for the support, hon.
Auntie was like, I'll come help.
Do you guys remember, though? We would hear like a guy outside of her window and he would have the megaphone or whatever. And then eventually she told us, she was like, yeah, it's a guy who has like a food cart or whatever. And he's out there, and that's how he announces that he's in the area, is by that, using that bullhorn. And it would be constant almost. And now it all makes sense because she was constantly having Salah go out there to that food cart or whatever and buy food. So of course, like, you're going to stay where the money is, right? If you know that there's some rich Canadian stuffed up in Salah's family home, you're going to keep your food cart. If she's going to keep money in your pocket, you're going to keep the freaking food cart around. That shit was pretty funny.
I'm like, no, you can't help me with this. You can't help me. And she went and found a cup, like a drinking cup, like this big. It was a little bit bigger drinking cup, but it was like a flimsy plastic. So every time I tried peeing in it and taking the pee, like lifting it up, the cup would crinkle and the pee would go everywhere.
Oh my God. She is just, you're incapable of pissing in a cup. Do you know how bad that is? If you were unable to, just because you're so stupid, you can't figure anything out. Like, yeah, like Jeff said, why don't you just piss in a bucket, or why don't you just squat your ass over a bucket and pour it into the cup, bro? She has no coordination. No, she doesn't. She's probably too worried that Salah was going to go out and fuck his cousin. She was trying to hold the piss cup and look out the window to make sure he wasn't sticking his cupcake recipe in his cousin. It wasn't his auntie that was there. It was his cousin, probably his cousin wife, present day. Hey, Big Turks. Girl, you shit in a bag. How can you not piss in a cup? Wow. Thank you. Exactly, Big Turks. Remember the story you told us? How do we always go back to this topic? I don't know. It's not us, it's her, but let's go ahead and say it, right? All right, let's tell the story. Big Turks, thank you for being a member, hun. So Chantel claims, "C'est la vie." Hello, girl. Good to see you. Chantel tells the story when she came back to Canada, I believe in the first apartment where she had Smokey, right? There was something wrong with her toilet, and there was a plumber that was working, and the plumber had, this story is fucking wild, by the way. All right? Listen to this shit in case you forgot. Let me tell it again, girl. So she's having her toilet actively worked on, and I mean actively, like the plumber was still there. So this is the story, and this is how it goes. So the plumber goes out to his plumber truck to get a plumber tool, okay? And Chantel gets bubble guts because uncontrolled type 2 diabetes, and she cannot stop consuming food. So she claims that she goes and gets a Walmart bag or something, and she's like, oh my God, I gotta go, and I can't go in the toilet because the plumber's here, and he went out to his truck. So in the matter of time that the plumber went from the bathroom out to his truck to fetch a tool, she wants us to believe that she whipped out a Walmart bag, or I don't know what bag it was, because I don't think Walmart does plastic bags in Canada. Wherever, bitch, I don't know. And got out a plastic bag somehow. I don't know, like how do you do it? How do you make, I don't know. I've never shit in a plastic bag, so I'm really trying to think how that would work. But she wants us to believe that she shit compost bag. I'm sorry, a compost bag. She shit into a compost bag while the plumber was out getting a tool off of the plumber truck. And before he got back to the toilet that is broke, she took a big whopping hot diarrhea shit in a compost bag and then stuck it in the freezer. But you can't figure out how to piss in a cup? You can't figure out how to piss in a cup, but you can shit in a compost bag. Right. Sure, Jan. God, I'm dead. The one that never called says she was in a hospital and they have bedpans. Oh, yeah. Why didn't you just ask for a bedpan? I don't know. I don't know if they have bedpans in Syria. I would think they probably, sure, why wouldn't they have bedpans in Syria? That's a great question. Thank you for the support, hon. Anywho, she said compost bag, which is the size of a paper lunch bag. Get out of here with that large ass in the bag. Really? So the compost bags are small, huh? So they're little bags, and you managed to put your ass and target the asshole over said small bag, but you couldn't piss in a cup. All right. Anyways, continue. Please continue.
Anyway, I'm
large ass, little asshole, whatever.
I'm not doing it, Hellas. I'm not doing it. If I'm dying of something from
Hellas, I'm not doing it. Do you think you're cool with like your 3 words that you know in Arabic? Because honestly, it's highly embarrassing that that's all you learn. Hellas and inshallah. There's a few more that you say, but like maybe 5 total. And you were in the Middle East for what, like 3, almost 4 years? And your husband's Arabic, and your in-laws they all speak Arabic, and that's all you can say? You really don't give a shit about anybody but yourself.
They're going to find in the pee sample. Oh, well, I would rather at this point, because it's, so anyways, it caused a big scene because he was insisting that I need to give the pee sample, like Salah was. He's like, just let my aunt help you. And I was like,
I'm too nosy to be left in the dark. Okay. Number one, I just feel like it's respectful. If your partner, let's say that Sam was like Mexican and, she spoke Spanish and, also English, and her family, I'm not going to go to her family's house and they're all speaking Spanish and I don't know what the fuck's being said. I'm definitely going to commit to making sure that I learn their language. Number one, it's respectful. Number two, You motherfuckers aren't going to say shit that I don't know what's going on if I'm in the same room. I want to know. But and you know that everybody was talking right in front of Chantel's face, and she couldn't be bothered. You know it bothered her too. She's probably like, as soon as they got out of there, what'd they say? No, I heard this, and tell me exactly what they said. She probably recorded it. She probably had her phone out, recording audio, playing it back, something that cousin wife said. She's like, tell me what cousin wife said right here, instead of just learning the fucking language. Can't be bothered, Chantel. Mm-hmm.
No. Hollows. That's what nurses are for. It was a male nurse.
Exactly. I need the T in every language. Yep.
Looked like the swordfish and smelled like cigarette butts. No, thanks. Fuck. That was an
So the doctor looked like swordfish and smelled like cigarette butts. You're real tough now that you're home in Canada, huh, Chantel? That shit's real funny now, isn't it?
experience.
Now you can take and you can laugh at the people in Syria and how they have to go see the swordfish and smell him smelling like cigarettes and that's how they get their health care. And I'm at home in Canada where it's free too, bitches. Love that for you, girl. Hey, Nana Spike T.
Oh my God, I don't like being fat in situations like that, man. Shit. I didn't want him to help with that. But even without a fupa, I have trouble hitting the cup. I know, it's small. I have to put the cup in the fupa. Like I can generally...
Exactly, Manning. This is why his damn family hates her. Exactly.
tell where my urethra is, feeling around. And then you have to pull the cup out. And
can you not say those words, please? Just don't do it.
He goes everywhere. Anyway, fuck me. Oh, I don't like it. So
you know what? I will give her this. She is not used to having her hands anywhere near her vagina. It's not like she ever wipes either source. You know, she just does what she needs to do, splashes a little water on it and walks away. So for her, it's so foreign, you know, like shit, you need me to piss in a cup and I get some of my hands, big fucking deal to wash off. I mean, it's not ideal, right? But we all know shit happens and that's why soap and water exist, bitch. But you know, for Chantel, sometimes, you know, she's 42 years old and she still can't figure out something that you learn when you're 1.5, 2 years old. Hey, Shelly Ray, again, guaranteed cutie smells worse than the doctor. Amen. Yes, exactly. We can all agree on that one for sure, girl. Thank you for the super chat. She doesn't wash her hands. No, she doesn't.
The nun's cap is the best.
The nun's cap is the best. All right, Chantel. These are things as a death fat that she finds joy in. Right. Me, I'm just like, whatever you need me to do, doc, I'll take care of it. I'll figure it out. You know what? At the end of the day, I'm just trying to get the fuck out of here.
The male nurse asked me to wear my thumbnail. Oh, drug test? No, that's what I like about the hospitals here. Nun's cap, they know what it is.
The official Foodie Beauty. You are just so awful to me. The real star here. You are the official Foodie Beauty. We're not, you know what? I will never take that away from you, sweetheart. You are the star of the show, and we want you to continue to have your position. We are just peasants that you piss on, baby. That's all. Hello, Yulia. She should be wearing a dunce cap. I agree. Put her in the corner, baby. Put her in the corner. Yulia, thank you for the support. That's what we were saying. Chantel's unflick bean. Her husband could have helped her. Why didn't Salah? He's like, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that, and I'm not smelling that. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. And she's fully aware of that. And so is his auntie. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, there are a lot of non-hijabis, Kells. Yeah. No, you don't have to worry about dress code there. I mean, in Kuwait, I don't know about Syria, but Kuwait, yeah, you don't want to dress like scantily clad. You know, you want to cover. You can wear like shorts, not too short.
Oh, they aren't married. That's why. That's interesting. And again, Foodie, you have that marriage certificate, and somebody was mentioning the fact that she's supposed to have the marriage registered in Canada, and she still has not done that. I mean, wouldn't you think that would be one of the first things that you would want to do when you got to Canada, if that's a possibility, is to register or however that works, your marriage? Wouldn't that make it easier when the time comes and you want to, oh, I don't know, sponsor your husband? That would help. Again, I don't know. I'm not familiar with these things. Hello, Dell. Can't imagine the size of my own body causing so many limitations and doing absolutely nothing but eating and laying down more. Agreed, Dell. Agreed. 1,000,000%. But you know what? I love to watch it. I keep saying it, but it's true, girl. And thank you for the support, hun. Hey, Joanna. They had a week-long marriage so they could be together in that shoe box apartment. It doesn't faze her. No, it's the only life that she knows. And honestly, it's the only life that she wants to know.
Short, but like shorts and a t-shirt, but not too short. If you're going into a mosque or something, you have to cover. A carrot cake for $4? Scantily clad. I don't know where I got that from.
Have you guys noticed that whenever Chantel is streaming now, she's in a constant state of just looking absolutely exhausted? Not that she's ever looked like, I don't know, presentable or whatever, but she always looks tired. And you know what I think it is? And again, this is something I've been saying for a long time, is the lack of oxygen. But even now, even more than what it was in the past. Like, I've been talking about Chantel needing oxygen for a long time. I think it's really the lack of oxygen going to her brain. Hey girl, hey, maybe heart failure. Yes. But I think if she actually gets a real doctor's appointment, like a real deal where she sees a doctor, they're going to prescribe her oxygen. I would be shocked if they didn't. Zebra Corn says, speaking of docs, I have an appointment with a specialist today in Arizona. Okay. Really? It feels weird and lacking. So this is the future, huh? Do not approve. Girl, I hope everything goes well with your appointment. That's crazy. Her CPAP is due for replacement. Okay, yeah. And again, I've been watching so much of her content. I think it's in this one, but just in case we don't get to it, she did say that her CPAP machine is making like a knocking noise and she knows that she's due. I don't know if that's something that you want to play with, Chantel. You're going out and you're buying $30 mascara. You're spending all this money on popcorn and those strawberry things and just movies and takeout. You really might want to save some of that, because I don't think the CPAP machines are free. I think they are discounted in Canada, but I believe I remember her saying that she does have to pay something for the CPAP. You might want to get that taken care of sooner than later. Probably because it's full of cat litter. Yeah, that, and I highly doubt she's cleaning it, but she has had it for a while. I think that's her original CPAP when bitch, I've been here. If that is the original, oh God, Cancer Warrior, I know you can say this too, girl. If that is the original CPAP that she got when she went for the sleep study, I was here to watch the fucking sleep study. That was like 8 years ago. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I really don't.
I take my cat's pee. What? PG-13. Anyway.
Yeah, the CPAP is just for sleeping, but as she's shown us, she's using the CPAP outside of her sleeping time for sure. Is it 10 years, Buttercrumpet? Hello, our foodie beauty. I think Cutie's pulling a leaving Las Vegas except with food. I think you're right, girl. And thank you for being a member for 25 months. Is it the original? I know, right? She's had the CPAP 10 at least. Well, however long that she's had the CPAP, I remember when she went in and got the sleep study done. I need to go find that stream, actually. Boy, I hope I didn't delete it.
That's the awful friggin' story about that.
Dude, I better have all of my old shit, because now I want to go back and actually watch that shit, because we're talking about a decade ago. Like, what the fuck? What was I talking about? I want to hear like what I was saying to Chantel. I can promise you it's almost exactly the same shit that we're saying present day. I need to go through my shit. Surely somebody's archived my old live stream somewhere. Big Bertha says some of her breathing problems are because bacteria grows in those cubes and she doesn't brush. My mom was in a hospital. Not that her mom being in a hospital is funny, but Bertha be shading her mom, guys, okay? My mom was in the hospital many times for this reason. It's nasty. Yeah, so she doesn't clean her CPAP either. So if that is the original CPAP machine, and we know she doesn't clean it, and she also sleeps in the bedroom where I don't give a fuck what you guys say. I'm so sorry to say that, but it is what it is. Okay, listen, I don't do drugs. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't really eat anymore. Can I please cuss? Can we just, if you don't like it, just kind of try to block it out? I will try to keep it to a minimum as much as I can, but I gotta have something, bitch. Okay. So, anyways, back to the cat litter. I don't give a shit about what you guys say about it's pretty litter, blah, 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 blah. That is in her bedroom. Her cat is pissing in her bedroom. Her cat is shitting in her bedroom. It's kicking it up. It's with its little paws and it's walking in it and then it's jumping on her bed and it's walking on her. And as Chantal likes to say, the little kitty is smacking the CPAP machine. So none of that is a good mixture. Absolutely none of it. Bertha, thank you for the support, girl. Hello, Langley. Good to see you, girl. I'll have to be on the replay of all days, Langley. Like, clear your schedule. Jesus, who's your friend? Do we need to have a conversation? My friend is here cleaning. Is this the only time that she was available? She doesn't get this obsession. I hope you all have a great day. What you're saying is, Langley, is that your friend is not as cool as the rest of us. Fine, fair. I have a few of those myself. I'll take it for what it is. At least you came in and said hello, and you were generous. Thank you, Langley. I appreciate you. See you on the replay, gang, girl.
Oh, fuck. And I know they met.
Christina, if Chantal was your owner and she was I don't know, are we calling it farting? Because I don't even know if that's what I would call it. Okay. Some AirPods. Oh my God. I didn't even think about, can she wear AirPods when she has hearing aids? How does that work? So you guys who wear the hearing aids, can you guys wear like headphones or AirPods? What do you do? Is there like, is that your like permanent AirPod? I don't know I think that's her permanent AirPod, babe. Anyways, yes, if you were BG and Chantel was basically shitting in your face, you would probably try to turn off her CPAP too. Holy shit, Langley. Thank you, girl, for gifting 20 the YouTube Underground memberships. I appreciate you. A word from our sponsor.
Your journey is unique.
Yes.
And every step is a victory.
Maybe you should give that motivation to your friend, Langley, because I think she needs it today for being a negative Nancy. She doesn't understand your obsession. All right. Does she watch Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful? Maybe you should use these as an example to explain to her why you cannot turn the show off, Langley. I'm just saying. And welcome all new members. Thank you again, Langley. We appreciate you.
Well, but I was really sick. And then when I get home, they made this mixture of plain yogurt and fresh garlic and wanted me to drink it. And I was like, oh, no. No. Even starving, there's no way I could consume that.
Manning.
That's how they're like, it's gonna cure your stomach. They don't get heartburn. That's how they cure heartburn.
Okay, Jamie says hearing aids doubles as earbuds. Yeah, I thought that. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't make sense because like hearing aids basically like are headphones. That's crazy to think about.
Oh.
Remember how they told us when we were young, if we turned our music all the way up and listened to it right, like for a certain amount of time, that we were all going to go deaf? Here I am, baby. I can still hear just fine. I just want you to know that. See, moms don't be knowing everything. They think they do, but really at the end of the day, they don't be knowing shit.
Garlic is really good for you, yeah. And yogurt too, for your stomach. But this was
exactly Butter Crumpet. You can help your heartburn by not eating certain things. It's called putting the fork down, Chantel. Why don't you try it?
Like, where the auntie's thin. Not super thin, no. And this one auntie, Sassa's mom, no, she was big enough. I gave her a couple of my prayer gowns. I want to see Salah's big auntie.
The one that Chantel gave her prayer gowns to. That's what I want to see. Hey, Cabela girl, good to see you. Thank you for being a member for 13 months, son. Yeah, she was pretty big. Yeah, I gave her a couple of my prayer gowns. Yeah, she was like massive. Yeah, she was big enough. What exactly does big enough mean, Chantel? Hello, Chuck. This woman eats that nasty boxed food that she makes, but oh no, plain yogurt and garlic, that's where she draws the line. What a loser, poser, dork she is. I agree, Chuck. And thank you for the support, hun.
Yeah, she was big enough.
To be fair, and I hate to say this because this is something that really makes me sick. Like, I can talk about a lot of topics, but it's really hard for me to say this one, but I'll say it. She eats her boogers. So not eating yogurt and garlic really isn't, the math isn't mathing, Chantel. We know you ate it. You eat everything.
But she was older, so. But not obese. Like, nobody's like obese, but. Hey, gotcha. Yep. And then, yeah. I thought Syria had the best hospitals, and they have really the nurse that, like, hey, Weird Barbie, he got my vein instantly. Like, nurses here never find them, but they were effective. Like, the doctors are good. Salah's doctor for his foot, he had to have 5 surgeries on his toe. It kept coming back, the ingrown toenail. He went once to this really good.
Salah's got some really bad genes, doesn't he? He's got 5 surgeries on his foot, ingrown toenails, always sick. That is what we like to call a weak gene motherfucker.
Good renowned doctor in Syria, never came back yet. But this doctor seemed really cool. He had a really nice house, like old style Syrian, and he had an orchard with all kinds of fruit trees. And his auntie and I were sitting in there while he went to his doctor's appointment. And when we got there, the doctor was on his balcony praying. So before he saw anybody, he was praying.
So it's the way that she's telling these stories now. I don't know if you guys are picking up on it, but it seems like the family was always around, almost as if they weren't allowed to be alone together. Do you guys think that was the case? And does that come down to them not being married? Wicked Crafter says, fun fact, if you eat shit, it will shit you back tenfold. Thank you for that information, Wicked Crafter, and thank you for the support. I appreciate you, girl. Hello, Karina. Oh shit, I lost my space. Or not my space, my place. Hold on. I'm reading chat and going through these messages, guys. Sorry. Old lady Pudgy isn't the same as 550-pound bed-bound cutie. Exactly. And she knows that. That woman was way smaller than her, and you could tell by the way that she said it. Thank you for being a member, hun. Hello, Lena. Gave away prayer gowns. Does she mean gave the curtains back? Exactly. Thank you for the super chat. Shit. Yeah. So maybe because they weren't married and couldn't be alone. Because why would they take one of Salah's aunts to one of her doctor's appointments or one of his doctor's appointments? The curtains she never cleaned. Right. I don't know. You know, they had to have had those tarps taken in. Kuwait might recognize the fake marriage. You think maybe Syria didn't? The story of them signing the divorce papers also never happened. Girl, that's why I can't stand a liar, man. You got to figure out this shit and dissect the story on your own.
And then,
because she had me convinced just the way she presented it. And I'm like, yeah, I could see that. Like the divorce story at the time to me seemed legit, but maybe it wasn't.
You know, Salah introduced me to him as his wife, and yeah, he was really cool. He was a really smart doctor. There are smart doctors.
Introduced me to him as his wife. I mean, why would you even need to say that? We would just assume as much, Chantel.
Renowned toenail doctor, but the facilities, they're limited, right? Because their infrastructure is
new name, emotional support ham. That's hilarious.
Because of the war and the poverty and everything. So, but yeah, the doctors were.
Okay. Oh, well, that is true, Holly. I never considered that. She would need a translator, and in strict Muslim spaces, you have the women together. It makes sense to me culturally. Yes. Okay. I didn't consider that, and you're probably right. So it could be both, or maybe they did. I don't know. I feel like the marriage subject gets people really worked up because we do not, at the end of the day, know what these two dum-dums did and what they, what they figured out. So we'll just leave it at that. Holly, thank you for being a member. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, Sassy Mama makes a good point, Holly. I thought the aunt did not speak English. Interesting. Wrexham says rule number 2, always apply rule number 2 as well, Wrexham. I don't disagree. Thank you for the support, hon. How did she know what the doctor said or Salah said to the doctor? She doesn't speak Arabic. Exactly. You're a liar.
We're really nice and, effective, I guess. But I think when he said that, he's just being prideful of where he's from, Oh my gosh, Strawberries. Did you see the dog in the background eyeing him? They're practicing against all odds. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the one doctor gave me he had an ultrasound in his office, which didn't even have a door. It was in a basement in the middle of the desert. And it looked like an old IBM from 1991. And I was like,
Kat says, I'm not perfect and have health issues of my own. I don't eat everything there is in stores, and I try to at least cook my own foods. Well, you know what, Cats? That's the best thing that you can do, because no matter where you get your food from, girl, you just don't even know what you're getting. Not only is it not good for you, girl, I mean, we all are guilty of, well, for the majority, I would say, indulging every so often. But yes, if you can, and if you can make it happen, you should be cooking your own food. I agree with that. And thank you for the support. Let's see. What, you weren't super or morbidly obese, you wouldn't need to go to all these medical appointments. Ain't that the truth?
You need an equipment update. I don't even know what he saw, but he needs to come to Canada ASAP. Naomi Campbell? Her life is a joke.
Yeah.
That's what you get for being a friggin' grade A bitch. Fuck. He saw the loading screen and said, yep.
Do you guys think if Chantel wasn't, if she, let's say that magically somehow she, like the Ozempic worked for her, right? And she was to lose a lot of her weight, do you think that she would be as miserable as she is now? I don't mean physically. I mean a bitch. Chantel is just always miserable. She's always in a bad mood. Even though she tries to act like she's not, she really is. She'll admit it, that she is just lives a miserable existence. Do you think that she would be any different if she lost the weight? Very good says, Poor lives in his parents' house, which he owns, claims to be a businessman making money moves. He should get a portfolio and totally defective. Very good. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, Chantel, it's not Salah's home. It's the family's home. And I'm sure the olive farm that you're talking about also belongs to the family. She's a miserable person, period. I think so. Yeah, I think she's too far gone.
She's a goner. You make me laugh. Why is everyone at the movies today?
Anything, her being smaller, skinny, would actually make her more dangerous. Her being basically bedbound and not able to physically go out and hunt men in her own area, I know that sounds crazy, is really a godsend. Because Chantel, when it comes down to it, is psychotic. She's a narcissist and she's dangerous. And she's willing to go to these crazy, end of earth type bullshit. She's not well, and losing weight is not going to change that for her.
Mario movie.
If anything, it'll just make her even more unhinged. It was a good pause. I know I should have got it.
Is it good? Yeah, really.
Ooh.
The laugh. Sounds like Miss Krabappel. She's faking it. Cromulent bees? What's cromulent again? That sounds familiar. Salah's laugh is unique. I know. He does laugh like that too with his friends. You're back.
Where are you going?
Cromulent word. Cromulent sounds like something from
She basically crawls off that couch. It's great. King says her being smaller would just exasperate her manic episodes. I agree. Also, good morning support group. Spring has sprung. It is here, baby, and I'm ready for it. I had to wear a hoodie this morning, and this better be the last freaking day because I'm over hoodie season, weather, whatever. But yes, we're finally starting to get some color in the trees. Things are turning green. Things are blooming, and I'm happy to see it. King, thank you for the support. I feel like it's been a long winter this year. Like, holy shit, dude.
Stranger Things.
Hey, Face of America. Why do her eyes look so far apart? Actually, Billy, people have said there's some kind of like medical condition, I guess, that she's suffering from that I believe has to do with her diabetes, but I'm not completely sure of that. I don't remember what was said, but I think there is some kind of condition that the people have diagnosed Chantel with. You're taking out your boat this weekend? Dude, I've seen here where I am, it's supposed to be, I believe, 87 Saturday or Sunday. I'm like, okay, all right, we're starting out strong. Look at that stupid seal. I swear, God, just makes me want to kick it. You know what? If I could, do you hear her walking? Her feet, her feet against the floor. This is what it sounds like when you have a toddler that is just learning how to walk and how to use their balance. This is exactly, of course, less heavy, obviously, but this is what a toddler sounds like scooting across. Yeah, she's not bending her legs, and you can hear her not bending her legs. Before I play it, though, if I could find myself into Chantel's apartment, what I would do personally is take that seal and open up her window and drop it out. I think that would be like the best feeling ever. Not kicking it down the street, just releasing it out of, what is she on, like the 19th floor or something like that, and just watching it drop. Like, fuck you, seal. Her scooting across her floor is hilarious. Oh, look at it. Look, she's got her little snacky snack. Did you get that while you were out on your mobility scooter, cutie? Oh, is that what you did, eh? You got yourself a little treatsy, eh? Look at it. It's melting. That's how many she had. Do you think that's her first one that she got? No, bitch. She got a couple. That's one that she put up for later. It's melting. So how many of those sugar-coated strawberry treats did she buy herself that day? Hello, Big Bertha again. When she's done with the TV dinner, she throws her one spoon away. Just a heads up. Do you know my son? I swear to God, it was yesterday, I believe. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think so. I had went home and I told you guys I was making the crock pot ravioli or whatever. So that's exactly what I went home to do. I went home to make it, right? And I was throwing the bag away in the trash can, and I happened to look down, and there was Raylan's Bluey plate laying in the trash. And I was like, who did this? Who threw away a plate? And who does that? And I seen what was on said plate. It was burrito. Somebody had cooked themselves a burrito on that plate, and when they got done with it, they threw it in the trash. Bacon, that motherfucker. That reminds me, I need to write that down because I haven't yelled at him about that. Ooh, God only knows what else he's thrown away. You know? Yeah, I dug it out and I put it right back in the sink. Unbelievable. Big Bertha, thank you for reminding me. I need to take care of business today. Appreciate you, girl. People encourage her and question her all the time, but she'll either ignore them or make up some excuse. And she's done that her entire YouTube now/kick career. And ain't nothing ever going to change, girl. Thank you for the super chat. I'm more of a salty person. Exactly. Yeah, I can't tell. If I went slightly RL and sent her a pulse Oh, one of those little oxygen things. You think she'd check her oxygen online? Because I'm not only curious, I like to watch her look at it. Ooh. Oh, maybe zebra corn. Listen, I don't really see the downside in that. It's not like you're, I mean, you know what, zebra corn, you have concern. And that's really all this comes down to. So if you feel the need to do something like that, then by all means, who am I to judge? Zebra corn, thank you for the support. Big birthday, he'll be fine. He'll live to see another day, or maybe he won't. I don't know. Depends on how mad I'm gonna get about him throwing away dishes. Who does that? Like what? You just come out of your bedroom after having yourself a little frozen burrito and dump it right in the trash can? Yeah, because you didn't pay for that. I don't care if it was 99 cents at the dollar store. It was your sister's plate. And that's why I've got to constantly replace silverware. Don't even get me started today, Big Bertha. Don't. Hello, sweet daily win. Yeah, but I thought you were going to say something serious about viewing Cutie's apartment, and then you simply said fling the seal out the window. I would. I don't know, man. She just triggers me with her shit. I know I'm not alone with that either. Sweet, thank you for the support, hun. Emotional Support Muffin says, if they talk all the time, why does she drag out the caricature to show him when he popped in chat the next day? Isn't that what it's called? That picture that she got? Wouldn't he have already known about it and seen it? Fake liar. Listen, nothing has changed. His situation in Syria is the same. He cannot, because of his family, his obligations, his cousin wife, whatever the situation may be, he cannot entertain Chantel for hours. He can't stay up late to talk to Chantel. He's got to get up and take care of his, responsibilities. Nothing has changed. The shit she was complaining about a couple of weeks ago, whenever she does, like there's been a few times that she's brought it to the internet, but here's what happens is that Foodie has developed this, which is kind of new for her considering how she was with Dishwasher. But with the 3 years that she's been with Salah and he made her practice not taking everything to the internet, she did learn a little bit. I hate to give her any kind of credit, but it is true. So all she's doing is nothing, again, has changed in a relationship. It's not like he's making more of an effort and he's FaceTiming her all day. It's the same situation. But she doesn't want to give the haters the satisfaction of knowing that she's fucking miserable in this quote unquote marriage with Salah. So she's pretending like, oh, we're talking, we're happy, vacation's back on. But what we all know from that is that will only be able to go on for so long before it's like she puts it away and puts it away and puts it away. And it's like one of those temperature gauges, like you watch it, bing, and then she's going to boil over. She's going to go on the internet. She's going to announce that the relationship is over. Like she has at least 3 times since she's been home from Syria, maybe more than that. And it's a cycle. It's a cycle. That's all it is. And then she does that. She shows her ass. She's very upset. She breaks. She has a one-sided argument with Salah, and then he says whatever he needs to say to her to reel her back in. I love you. Life is complicated in Syria, yada, yada. And she's like, okay. And then the next day she's like, I'm impulsive. I can't help myself. But it's not like he's making any more effort into the relationship. And I know that sounds psychotic to continue to say it over and over and over, but we got to keep reminding ourselves of exactly what's happening right now. Okay. She's just keeping it all buried in until the gunt rises and it explodes. And that's basically that's the position that we are in right now. And that is what we are waiting on. How long is it going to take Cutie to finally boil over to have that one-sided argument with Salah and break up with him publicly on Kick? I keep wanting to say YouTube, but it's Kick now, right? Because she needs that weekly paycheck. Emotional Sport Muffin, thank you for being a member, hun. Hello, Baked Korean. 2 months. Ready, set, peace. Man, I feel like I'm starting to sound way too much like Chantel recently. I guess it could be worse. It could sound like, cigarette over there. Baked Korean, thank you for being a member, hun. Appreciate you.
Scooties. No.
Oh, let me also add to what I just said as far as her pretending to be happy and telling these fibs that her and Salah are spending all this time together when she's not on the internet. Da, 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 da. Where this gets really dangerous. First, hey, Savage Vegas, baby. Good to see you. I think Pete's is acting like Salah coming into the chat every so often. You know, maybe. I'm not going to completely say that you guys are wrong. That's not a theory that I think is possible right now, and I could be wrong. I don't know. But let me say this though. Here's where this gets dangerous for Chantel. Because in order for her to continue to come online and pretend like she's happy, she's going to have to do things for herself that she thinks makes her happy. So what are these things? What makes Foodie Beauty happy? Well, her name's Foodie Beauty, right? It's food. So she's constantly treating herself to shit that she really shouldn't be eating. So if you catch yourself looking at Chantel and you're like, motherfucker, like I just watched this bitch like 2 days ago. And how does she look so much worse than what she did 2 days ago? Because you're not wrong and you're not crazy. It's because she's trying to keep herself happy by eating food. So every day that you see her, the odds are that she's going to look worse and more swollen and like she just woke up. And maybe she didn't just wake up. She just looks really bad. She looks like somebody who has worked a 12-hour shift and probably smoked 2 packs of cigarettes. When it all comes down to that, she's basically just laid down on the couch, ate a bunch of food, and went to sleep. She's not. No, that's why I said she thinks. That's why I made sure I say that she thinks it makes her happy, because it doesn't obviously make her happy. It makes that she's doing something that she thinks makes her happy, but makes her fucking miserable. Can you imagine a life like that? Like, look at this thing that she's about to shove in her mouth. This is actual insanity. There's no way that thing is even that good. I don't believe it. Anna Peters says, it's so funny that y'all have kids who throw shit away. I used to do that all the time when I didn't feel like washing something. No, this especially, like, no, I don't want any of my, like, that doesn't even make sense to me. No, I don't throw away dishes. Like there's a time when I get too much shit in my cabinets that I'll go through and put stuff in a box and take it to the Goodwill. But I'm not throwing dishes away. And when it comes to like Raylan's little dishes, like you guys know, she's 10, she's growing out all that stuff. So like the little stuff that I have left, like I've got one Bluey plate, I have one little princess cup. Like no, don't throw those away. That's the last of her little childhood that I have left. I'm gonna fuck you up. You throw her shit away like that, you know? I'm not ready for that. So no, don't be throwing my shit away. And no, I don't throw away dishes. That don't make sense to me. But I guess each their own. Anna Peters, thank you for the support. Katz, thank you so much for joining memberships, girl. Let me see. Oh, welcome to True Love. Don't forget to send your address for your postcard and your sticker to the email in the description below. Hopefully, girl, I'll be checking emails today. I am going to make it definitely a priority, okay? It's a lot going on. Thank you. Oh, he didn't mean to, my ass. He doesn't care. I mean, kids are going to be kids, especially when it's teenage boys. I don't know. I think he was still mad at me. What did we get into it about? Oh, because he said a cuss word. Yeah, it was like the next day after he said that cuss word. And I was like, I don't know who the fuck's house you think you're cussing in, little boy. You got another thing coming, buddy. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the sugar came off.
Look at that. I cannot believe she's sitting there eating, not just thinking about her diabetes, her uncontrolled type 2 diabetes, but her uncontrolled cavities that are in her mouth. How is she eating this and not in pain? Do you think that she's in pain? Let me see. I mean, that kind of looks like a pain shot to me.
For a large one, $9.
Sam texted me and said he was mad because she had him take out the trash. Unreal. I don't doubt it. He is rotten, dude. Lily, love you too, girl. And thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. listen, he has been on my ass because my son's a whole trip, okay? He's got some new girlfriend, right? I don't want to talk about it. Him and his other girlfriend broke up. I don't know what happened, but and this is the thing about having teenagers and like they get girlfriends and then you like them and you go through and like you meet their family and it's a whole thing and you're like, oh, okay, go get married now. We're good over here. And then out of nowhere, they break up. And I'm just like, okay, well, whatever. Well, now he's got a new girlfriend. Okay. And he's like, can I go to such and such house? I'm like, no. And so like every day he's been asking, I'm like, you're 15 years old. Okay. Like, what do I look like just dropping you off at your girl? No. So he's really salty about that whole situation. So that's where we are with that. So I guess if he needs to get his little get back and throw away his sister's bluey plate, then I hope that made you feel better, buddy. All right. Still's not changing anything. No. The answer is no. Aww. Sucking his ducks, that's so cute.
Yeah, they're big.
Look at that.
I don't know. I'm obsessed with these things. The best toenail surgery is in Syria.
No, like this is not a process where you just take and I'm sorry. Like, what kind of mother? I haven't even met the parents yet. Haven't had a text, haven't had a conversation. So we're on the same page as far as rules are concerned. No, like what happened to like going and hanging out at the movies or going and hanging out at the mall? Like, can you just drop me off at her house? Get the fuck out of my face. Okay, go have your tantrum. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, as soon as you like her, they break up. Anna Peters, like, what the hell? You know? And I don't be telling y'all a whole lot, but I'll tell you some stuff. Okay. So they had their little breakup or whatever, and I knew that they had, and this happened over like break, and then I guess they went to school, and it's the real deal because come to find out, he had thrown like all of the artwork and letters. Again, it's one of those things. I went to throw something away and it was all laying at the top of the trash. And I was like, oh, like this is real deal. They really are done. So I didn't go through it. Okay. And I'm just going to keep it put up. I put it in my closet on the top shelf. I didn't read anything, didn't look at the pictures, none of that. But just in case, just in case they circle back around, maybe in a couple of months, maybe you never know. Like, I would hate for him to have thrown all that away. And if when he actually moves on and he's settled in with another girl, then I'll throw it away for good, but I don't feel like I was ready to let him throw because he really liked her, just in case. Anyways, Anna Peters, thank you for the support. Back to you, Chantel. Tamara says, does she ever get tired of eating like a child? No, it's the only way that I wouldn't even say that she eats like a child. She eats like a baby who's just learning to use a spoon. That's how Chantel eats. Tamara, thank you for the support, hun. Hello, Carlotta. Good to see you. Hang in there. I'll call this hormone stage. I didn't think my son would get through it. He's 38 now. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like for my older son, he's just a simple guy. I've told you guys that. And like his girlfriend, like they are just such a great match that I think I don't want to be one of those parents be like, they're getting married and blah, blah, blah. But I really think that they're probably in it for the long haul. We shall see. But Bacon, not really surprised. Whatever. Carlotta, thank you for the super chat.
Best believe it. Oh, boo, thank you.
She does want to be treated like a baby. She talks like a baby. She acts like a baby. She wears a diaper like a baby. And I don't necessarily think, I mean, I can dabble with the idea that maybe it's some kind of like, because that's a thing. In case you guys weren't aware of that, oh, yeah, that's a thing. Like people acting like babies. Yeah, okay, it's a thing. I'll leave it at that. And that could be the case too. But I think that Chantel is just really, she's going backwards. Like she's regressing. And this is not an act. This is really just who she is. How manic, eating the whole large strawberries in one bite.
Seriously, he suffered a lot with those toenails.
Dude, I just want to know what she's going to do when she ends up with a really bad cavity and she's not going to have the money or even the desire to want to go get that taken care of. If she ends up with some infection in her mouth, who was Sam talking about recently? Was it Shani? I think it was Shani that she had said had some really bad dental issues going on. And she's like, that very well can take her ass out. And I can see the same happening for Chantel. I really can. Oh, that's cute.
In Kuwait?
Yeah, Shani.
Even before I met him.
Oh, Shani lost a tooth recently? That's so insane, man.
And growing toenail videos?
Yeah, Mama Mitchell, the tooth infections really can fuck your heart up. Yep. Me and more, I'll get the boy a milkshake. That's what he really likes. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Enabler.
Thanks, Jackie.
Shani's entire mouth is full of decay and infection. She was super swollen last time I seen her. Oh my God. And I don't think that Foodie even considers, because for what it's worth, looking at her teeth and knowing that she doesn't take care of her teeth. Okay, babe. It seems like she's been pretty lucky. So I don't think that she realizes what she could be in for. If it's not a matter of if, it's one of those things like we've been saying about everything else. It's a matter of when. Something is going to happen, especially now that she seems to be leaning more towards like the sugar. Not that she like ever shied away from the sugar, but this kind of seems a little bit more extreme than she has been in the past, considering she's on Ozempic and insulin and everything. That is literal sugar, candy coated pure sugar on the outside of those strawberries. And it's so weird because she's talking about this freely lady now, and her eating bananas and vegan and yada yada yada. It's almost as if Foodie is the beaver tail. Thank you, Big Scoops. It's almost as if she's unaware that diabetics shouldn't even they can't even have certain fruit. Like, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a strawberry or a banana. Like, I'm pretty sure that when you have the diabetes, that you can't even have fruit. Hold on a second. Oh, thank you, babe. Thank you. Okay, I just had to check my notifications. When people use drugs at a young age, it stops the brain process. So she hasn't become an adult yet. Oh, do you think that's what it is? The only thrown away dishes are the ones that cracked or dangerous. Yes, agreed. Oh yeah. So what I was saying was when she ends up getting a really bad cavity or just needing some serious dental work, I don't know that she's ever experienced anything like that. I don't recall her ever talking about needing dental work done. So with that being said, you don't know what the fuck you're in for, Chantel. I guess keep eating, as we say.
No, boo. You want strawberry cheesecake?
God, that hurts watching her.
He's had the gastro flu or food poisoning twice. Really bad.
I don't think so.
He was in the hospital. He sent me video. And then he just has like a perpetual cold, stuffiness. They look good. Hey, Tracy, if you were here, I'd share. A lot of the sugar melted off onto the bag here. That's why you got to eat them in a timely manner. But
that's why I know for a fact that that is not the first one. And I believe at the beginning of the stream, because I started it at like an hour and 40 minutes in, she was eating a smaller version of one of those, wasn't it, in this live stream? Yep, there it is right there. So we're at the 2-hour minute mark. So let's go. So at the 50-minute mark, she was eating one. Positions herself. Crazy.
the marshmallow vegan one.
So she's going and she's getting on her mobility scooter and she's buying multiple of these things.
Tangulu. Candy coated strawberries and marshmallows.
You see that glaze? So I would think that would be like, you can compare that to what, like glaze? No, not even glaze on a donut. I don't know. I mean, I bet they're good. They look really good, but probably not worth it.
Marshmallow vegan ones.
Ugh.
I'm eating something
So an hour earlier, she was eating one. That's crazy.
to get the taste of the garlic out.
She's saying that she's eating that so she can get the taste of the garlic out. It's like a rock of candy sticks. Yes, that is exactly right. Hey, Sansa, good to see you, girl. That is just nuts.
It's too delicious.
So this is what you bought your mobility scooter for. So you can get on it and you can drive around your neighborhood and you can eat this kind of shit. Man, does that fill the void, Chantel, when Salah's not calling you when he's off with cousin wife, living his life in Syria? Does that help the pain?
Have you ever had it? $1 back scratcher.
It's got Tangula, right? Am I saying that right? But I have enough self-restraint to only eat one every now and then. I got to try it. I would definitely try it, but man, Chantel, it seems like you're eating either this or a beaver tail. What else? Oh, say less. So I think it was last night's stream. Unless she did it in this one. No. So the one she did last night, which was really boring, at least what I've seen of it, she bought a box of ice cream cones. What are they called? The drumsticks. I think they are called drumsticks, like where they come with like chocolate and peanuts and things like that. You buy them in a box. They come in like 4 or 6 or whatever. Yes, bitch. That's what she was eating, 2 ice cream cones, and that's just what she ate online. Again, I promise you, she ate the box yesterday. She polished it off. Sure did. Oh, hey, Diane. Spring break, so I get to be here. Still late, though. Love you. Love you too, girl. I'm glad you made it. Hey, Terry Lynn. Her mouth has to hurt eating that. Oh, for sure. You're not going to tell me her teeth don't hurt. I just don't believe that. Not eating the amount of sugar that she's eating and not brushing her teeth, it's just not possible. And unless she's built up so much plaque around her teeth that maybe it's like maybe it protects her teeth. Does that make any sense? No, I think I'm just making shit up at this point. Terry Lynn, thank you for being a member. At least I can admit that sometimes I do tend to do that. I'll just say stuff like, we're just going to make up something crazy and be like, yeah, Chantel's teeth are so dirty and so full of tartar that they're actually protecting her teeth at this point. I mean, I could see it, possibly.
On the fridge.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so is that a marshmallow? I hate to keep pausing and talking, but this whole shit is wild. It's a lot to take in. Is this a marshmallow? Are you telling me that's a marshmallow with that sugar coating on top of it? The plaque force field. Hey, really, Billy. Save all the love notes and art from all the girls. Keep it all safe until Bacon's Otis has their first heartbreak. Then spend the day laughing, going through it. And yeah, a milkshake. How, Paul? Aw, that was really sweet, really, Billy. I don't know. I just couldn't see him part with it. He was so proud. I bought him a photo album. I bought him frames so he can hang it up on his wall, like the stuff that he didn't frame. He tacked it up on his wall, and then it just ended up in the trash. I was like, that hurt my heart to see it in there. So I'm just like, you know what? Let me just grab it just in case, and I knew I seen letters in there, and I don't want to know what these letters say, but I want to put it all in a pile and put it up on a shelf and then see what happens and go from there. Really, Billy, thank you for the support, hun. Chuck and his duck says, remember when she made Salah mad for eating all the ice cream treats in Kuwait? Yes, that was great. Dude, we got to go back and watch that one. Was that the same one where she had like ice cream, the chocolate ice cream dripping out of her mouth? Do you guys remember? That felt like a fever dream. When her and Salah, it's like they were fucking on meth or something. He was on the keyboard playing Crazy Frog. Like it even seemed like the watching them had some kind of like covering over this, not like a clear picture, like it was almost smoky. And I was like, damn, am I still asleep? Am I even awake? Like, is this a nightmare? Do you guys remember that? I think they were high on hash. Tweet T. Yes, that time when they were in Kuwait and there were a few different days that shit went on. I was like, oh my God, it was wild. That was a really good time. We need to relive that. She was like, he leaves them due in a week. Like they need to be consumed in days. Yeah. Salah, why are you leaving your snacks around for more than like 7 hours? If you leave your snack laying there for like longer than 30 minutes, I'm going to assume you don't want that shit. If you leave a box of ice cream in the freezer for like 45 minutes, that screams to Chantel, you're not interested and you bought that shit for me. Chuck, thank you for the support. We got to go back and watch some of this shit. As boring as the Kuwaiti and Syria arc were, there were still some good memories and moments. Hey, 10KD.
I would go to Dubai. It's just sugar.
Yeah, you can't hide snacks. Didn't she say that Salah locked his snacks up? Like it got to a point that she claimed that maybe she told him to lock them up so she didn't eat them. No, bitch. He locked them up because you wouldn't leave his shit alone.
They cook the sugar? Easy on the teeth? Not really. Yeah.
Yes, the slice of couch. Oh my God.
What's pointy at?
No. And then the whole Bruce Lee situation happened. Do you guys remember how that happened? And how they went to the park and they, for whatever reason, went to this park, which I guess probably all parks in Kuwait are like that because they have, the stray cat situation going on. But they took all of this roasted chicken to the park and they're just sitting there and eating it. And remember when she took her hand and she pretended to throw a piece to the cats? That shit was so crazy, dude. Oh my, we've had some really great times. And as much as you guys probably don't want to admit it, it's thanks to this motherfucker, okay? Big Bertha says he his them and she still found them. Yes, he hid them and she still found them. Yeah, she did. She probably threw a tantrum until he told her where they were. Big Bertha, thank you for the support. I do too. I don't care what anybody says. This shit is great.
Like glass.
Like we have really had some good times. We have. And a lot of times, look at the still. Look at the motherfucking still. She's the reason we are here. You're the reason the support group is the best though. No, I agree with that, Manning. I've always, listen, as much as I dislike Chantel, I've always give credit where credit is due. Look, bitch, you are the queen of the community. That is fair enough to say. Porculus says, just so you know, I'm always here in the background and I love you for it, girl. And thank you so much for the support. KK says the best Crazy Frog concert was when he was playing. He and Chantel were both yelling, and Julia was in it. Do you guys remember when the fucking cat was in heat? Salah is playing the keyboard, and then they're telling us that they've looked up on YouTube or whatever how to satiate Julia while she was in heat. I was like, what the fuck are we watching, bro? And he's playing that fucking keyboard and the cat is howling. Bitch, I forgot about that. Yes, good times. And that is what I mean. Like, you kind of got to find your groove into this community kind of on your own, because even trying to explain that shit to somebody, they're going to look at you like you're crazy. Okay. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. There's this woman, she's obese, she lives in Kuwait, romance scammer, crazy frog, cats and heat, yelling, they're yelling. They're like, you know what? We're just gonna walk away at this point. And KK, thank you for the support. Shelly Ray says, I do thank Cutie for bringing us all together. I adore you and Sam and the support group. You know, it's true though. She did. She brought us all together. You know, Chantel, when you actually go down for the big nap, I probably will cry. I'm going to be real honest. I'll probably shed a tear. Oh, Shelly Ray, thank you so much for the support, hun. Literally laughed like a month straight. Girl, that was one of the best times. Again, one of these days we got to go back and watch all this shit. I keep talking about making and creating a greatest moments, and I just haven't done it. God, Kara, just the thought of a big nap. Hey girl, hey says, I'll be dry. I'm going to be on here like a big ass. I can't believe it. I always said Chantel's going to go down for the big nap, but I never meant it. Why, God? Why her? Oh, well, whatever. At least I can admit it. I ain't going to be like Big Cigarette over there stress smoking, acting like I'm unbothered, bitch. Kat says, I missed the mukbang days, but I left her when the colonel's bag is being inhaled and half of what she shovels in is on her brand new hijab and her couch. Well, that's how it goes, girl. Thank you for the support. The big seal in the sky. You know, remember yesterday when she was talking about how did she say it? The beezers in the sky. And I envisioned like a poster board with like sky in the background and then like a family tree of all the beezers that have passed away. We gotta create this, okay? And then I don't know who these people are, but I'm sure if we just kind of run their information through Chat GPT, they can create us something. We can print it out and just stick it on that poster board. And we can have Big Beezer in the center. And then we can put like her birth year and then dash, and then we'll just fill it in when she takes the big nap. We better shut up. Jess says, my favorite was when the neighbors yelled at them to shut the fuck up. They were in Kuwait when that happened. I was like, oh, girl, you in trouble now, girl. And they try to act like it. Nah, we're fine. I didn't care what they think. Jeff, thank you for the super chat, hun. Yes, do it like the Oscars. Oh my God. I'm going to be wearing like all black and sunglasses for like, I don't know, like 2 months. It's going to take me forever to get over it. I'm going to be like, what are we going to do now? Like, what are we going to talk about? I don't even know what to say. She's gone, God. Why? That's going to be me. Agony Jones, hey girl, when the people in my life start asking, so what are you watching? And they are out here watching 90 Day, Love is Blind drama shows on Netflix, I respond with, so this is really big girl from where you grew up, ... Montreal strong, hashtag I'm suffering. Holy shit, I love it, Agony Jones. That's a story, girl. Look, Puff the Magic Dragon, she's with you on that one. Thank you so much for the support, hun. Big Bertha says camping and playground fiasco. Ooh, Big Bertha, thank you for the support. Oh yeah, when she tried to sit and spin, when she got stuck on the sit and spin. No, but she didn't just try to sit and spin. She got stuck. We can do bingo and a fish fry after the service. let's go back to the 2-hour mark where we were. I just wanted to show you guys that she had one of these suckers earlier in that stream. And then she had another one on deck.
He sent me
She had a backup Tingulia. Sure did.
video. And then he was he just has like a perpetual cold stuffiness.
Why do you entertain us like this, Chantel? Why? Ooh, it's like we hate you, but we love you at the same time, you know? This is like for the motherfuckers who really love, you know, they crave like a toxic relationship. They don't want the toxic relationship, but it's something they miss in their life. So they find themselves glued to the fucking screen watching Foodie Beauty. It fills that void, I feel like. You know, it's one of those things. Star Wilson says, I've had years of fun with you. Thanks for that. Oh, that was so sweet. I know, it's been a good time. Damn, almost 10 years, bro. Almost 10 years. Thank you, Star Wilson. I appreciate you, hun. It is addicting.
They look good. Hey, Tracy, if you were here, I'd share. A lot of the sugar melted off onto the bag here. That's why you got to eat them in a timely manner, but
I don't care. I don't care what any of you people say. I know you motherfuckers are out here acting hardcore, and I'm not saying that she's your best friend. And of course, we talk about the bad things that she does, and they're all true. But I do feel like when the time actually comes, I don't know that you're going to be that big and tough when it happens. I don't. I could be wrong though. There might be some celebration out there. We'll just have to wait and see when it happens. Can you imagine like a video put together in the arms of an angel, and it's all like Foodie Beauties highlight best of her like barbecue chillins videos or something. It's got that song playing, and then there's a black hearse that pulls up, and it's got Foodie Beauty's picture on the top of it. You motherfuckers are gonna be crying like babies. Boy, Amberlynn, your numbers are really gonna rocket when that day comes. Okay. You're going to have a pizza party. See, you talk a lot of shit, Kay. You talk a lot of shit, girl, but I'm telling you, you're going to be sitting there with your little titties. I can't believe she's actually gone. Can't believe it happened. Oh, my God. Modest Moose Knuckles says, I have watched this train wreck for a decade. I'd cry a little. It's not necessarily mourning the absolute monster that she was. Obviously, it's everything that it's the community and everything that comes with her. Like for you to wake up one day and you're like, fuck, I wonder what Chantel's doing, and she's not live, and she doesn't go live for a few days, and every time she doesn't go live for a few days, we get a little on edge. We're like, you know, what happened? Anybody called Smee? Anybody went in Peter's chat and checked in? Then all of a sudden pop in and you get a video from Pizza My Pizza or whatever the hell his name is, and RIP Foodie Beauty. It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit hard, girl. I'm just saying. This live is the hardest try not to laugh ever. Okay, thank you for the super chat, hun. All right, let me shut up and get back to the damn video. Kyle says, I don't cry much. I will not be crying for Shmee's accident. I'll be crying with Smee, okay? When Cutie takes her final, you know, I don't know, gunt, I'm going to be there for her, okay? As any, you know, fill-in daughter would do. I'll pack my bag and I'll get on a plane and I'll fly off to Ottawa or Cornwall or wherever she's located. I can't remember. Can't keep up. And I'll be there for her and Buster.
There's always stuffed ups, like head cold. It's from the cold. It makes him really sick. I don't know why. Even if the AC was too high, he would start getting the sniffles in Kuwait. But in Kuwait, it wasn't as cold. In Syria, in the winter, it's cold.
Oh my God. Tap that back. How did you even fit that thing in there?
It makes him really sick. I don't know why.
Those strawberries are massive.
Even if the AC was too high, he would start getting the sniffles in Kuwait. But in Kuwait, it was.
What are you doing right now? I don't even have to ask. I don't even have to look for the answer to that question. I know what you're doing. You're taking that strawberry and you're moving it around that paper and you're trying to get the strawberry to soak up whatever sugar has melted off of it. That's what the fuck you're doing right now. I cannot believe you. I mean, I can believe you.
There's always stuffed ups, like head cold. It's from the cold. It makes him really sick. I don't know why.
Look at that. Look.
Even if the AC was too high, he would start getting the sniffles.
This
in Kuwait.
Equivalent of Chantel taking her fish fillet and swirling it around her fish fillet box to get the tartar that was left over. Trauma V says, I will be sad for no new stuff to laugh at, but no, I won't be sad for that beast. Yeah, that's kind of my point. Exactly. Just because she's one of a kind. All the stuff that we just talked about and went over and all the different highlights of just watching Chantel through the years to know that that's more than likely going to be the end of it, because that's why we don't fucking tune in to Amber Lynn or fucking Shani. Nobody delivers the kind of weirdness that is this motherfucker, right? So yeah, when she's gone, and to know, I mean, we can go back over all of that shit, which I'm sure we're gonna rerun this shit, Chantel. Don't worry about it. But to know that there's gonna be no new as far as that is concerned, yeah, it'll be kind of, it'll be a little sad for sure. I'll be happy for cats. That's right, Toodles. Be free, BG. Be free.
But in Kuwait, it wasn't
Do you think the BG will eat the body?
as cold. In Syria, in the winter, it's cold.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Is out here rolling the dice, ain't you, Chantel? Not a care in the world. Drama, thank you for the support, hun.
He doesn't have a heater.
He doesn't have a heater. Not that that's funny, but Chantel, you know what? Never mind. Sweet Tea said she is one of a kind because people like her don't usually live stream their stupidity. They have loved ones stopping them. That's true.
He has a heater, but it heats only the living area. It runs on gas. And Julia would always lay beside it. He would have it rough here, while he would have better heat here.
Hey, Farah.
Does he like being in Syria?
Hey, girl. Thank you so much for gifting one, the YouTube Underground membership. One fan, 689. Welcome, welcome. New member. Good to see you, Farah. And thank you so much, hon. She must be sticky all the time. Yes, like a toddler. He has 100 million Syrian dollars with no heat. Make it make sense.
Sometimes. He says yes and no.
Licky, licky, sticky, sticky.
Well, he's always sniffling. I don't know.
Liz says, I watched a few other channels and there's no editing on how red and swollen her face has been getting when messing with her hijab. I'm kind of concerned. Well, it's very obvious. Even if there weren't signs, which there are, right? You cannot live this way. And you could look at it a million different ways. You know, the fact that she just lays down on her side all day and then she eats the way that she eats. And we know about her insulin and we know about her Ozempic. Like, you cannot do these things and not face some kind of consequences. But we see that it's happening. You can see her color and her purple and just the swelling. The swelling is what does it for me. Like, I can't remember who said it, but probably a lot of people. Her eyes have literally turned into just like little slits. Like Chantel, I think, has like round eyes. She's gotten so swollen that they're just like little slits. You can't even see her eyes anymore. That's definitely not a good sign. Liz, thank you for the support, hun. She's been burgundy and purple lately. Oh yeah, for sure.
Always congested. Maybe allergies. I don't know. I got sick a lot there. The ladle thing. Oh.
Don't do it.
Yeah, it kills. It is. Excuse me. Dr. Blackburn? No idea.
Oh my God.
Basically, when I was there, he got sick, and I made him some chicken soup. He's like, I made him chicken and rice soup. He was like, rice doesn't go in soup. I was like, yes, it does. You know? So it's not an easy question that you can just answer. Like, oh my God. Yeah, you're right. I love chicken rice. And I took the time to make it like all, I said, just give me a chance. And I took the chicken, boiled it up, and, you know, made a soup.
Well, I mean, obviously her face has gained weight, but I think it's not just the fact that her face has gained weight. It's she's swollen too. Like I think it's both. Wait, in a minute, I'm gonna fast forward and get to where she's making the hamburger helper. No, she's cleaning out her pot. She's doing something in her kitchen, and she has her camera and it's setting and it's aimed at her, and she's setting sideways. And like I'm just like, wow, that's an angle that I haven't seen. Like she's set sideways before, but something about this was different. Just hold on a second. I'll get to it.
And he was like, yeah.
I mean, the face is just massive. It looks uncomfortable. It looks painful, honestly.
Kills, I know. He really enjoyed it, actually. I like taking care of people when they're sick. Well, certain people. Yes, he's gone to the hospital. Yep, many times. Yep. So, but he's doing some things for himself. He's doing his own laundry, making tea. Yeah.
Well, thank God, since you're not there, Salah is able to take. Can you imagine? Like, are you listening to the words that are coming out of her mouth? She is basically telling us that she was Salah's caregiver. She was the one taking care of him, making his tea, and he's taking care of himself since I'm not. You're the one taking care of anybody? It's fucking laughable. Mia says he knows rice goes in soup. He just didn't want to eat her shit cooking. I don't think Salah ever ate Chantel's food. I think that was all bullshit. Thank you for the super chat, hun. Who would, other than Pete's? Who would eat that shit?
Pierce.
She said it might, again, I don't remember which live, but you know that meatloaf that she gave Pete's for her birthday, which is so funny. She told Peter that she wanted her containers back, and she was like, listen, you don't even have to wash them. Just make sure that I get them back. There's no telling. You think he's slow, Shaz? You know, people have said that, and I believe that as well. I do absolutely believe that. There's no telling the next time that these two are going to see each other. The fact that those dishes still haven't been washed is wild. And then she was like, well, sometimes he does do dishes in his bathroom sink, and that way he doesn't like. Peter is really living. You think Chantel's life is sad? He's next level. He is staying in a room that he doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to go down. And I guess he does have access to use the kitchen and things like that, but he doesn't want to. Somebody in chat said dog. Maybe he just doesn't want to be around other people. So he stays confined to this one room. And then when he has dishes, he's washing them in his bathroom sink. Like that, to me, as sad as this situation is, seems a million times worse. That's crazy.
Vegetable soup and pure orange juice. Oh, yeah.
And anybody living like that, where you don't get out and you're just held up in one room, we're not even talking about being at home in your house or an apartment. You're talking about a bedroom, and he has to be to a point to where he just doesn't feel comfortable leaving his bedroom. That's scary to me. And you're going to be in a state of depression. I mean, I'm sure he has. I don't doubt that, Pete has all these issues, but just that alone is going to add so much to it. Oh, I couldn't do it. Could not do it.
Vitamin C, bees. Probably not, Jamie. I still eat a lot. Basically, I swear by echinacea. Like the echinacea liquid dropper when you're sick, I'm telling you. Vitamin C overload and echinacea.
Happy
He might
birthday,
have undiagnosed allergies, maybe.
Warrior. That's so sweet.
Yeah, he's used to living in a right.
Hey, Queen.
I want to kidnap him and Juice, but it's not as easy as that. Move to Turkey? Can't just move to another country. That's the problem. Beep propolis spray. Oh, beep.
No,
Yeah.
but as sad as that sounds, I kind of believe that. And I think that's the only shining light, if you want to call it that, in Pete's life is to hold on hope that Chantel will save him. Because that day that they were together and it was her birthday, the stream she deleted because we already know why. You heard it come out of his mouth. Like basically he was saying to Chantel right then and there, I want to live with you. My situation is bad and I can't cut up meat and yada, yada, yada. He wants to live with Chantel. He is holding on to hope that they can recreate the Villa days and he can be out of the situation that he's in. And unfortunately, sweetheart, that's not going to happen. She's not going to give up hope on Salah. And outside of that, this girl is a ticking time bomb. Tick fucking talk.
How far is Echinacea from Malaysia? Allergic to juice? She's always beside him. She sticks to his ears. Glucosade? Yeah, he has all my medicine, eh? Those friggin' Symbicorts are expensive. $120. I'm trying to make my mask till I see him. Because I bought one. I have to see about getting another CPAP. Mine is making noise. I don't know how long it's going to hold out.
What if it goes out? Foodie, you said that when you were in Syria, like y'all had to go buy all that solar paneling so you could make sure that your CPAP ran. Like if your CPAP doesn't work, basically you can't sleep. So now that your CPAP is making this CPAP has traveled. It has seen the world, girl. Now that it's making this noise, you know, do you think, ma'am, present day, that you are in any position to roll the dice with said CPAP?
Or an immune response? He's stressed out. Life there is not easy. Nah, he can't seek asylum. Because he's not in imminent danger right now. No, I don't. Can you handle the truth?
You listen to what she just said, and I do believe that Salah has broke it down to Chantel time after time after time. Every time she has these one-sided arguments, and he wakes up to text from Chantel that they're fighting and they're divorced or they're broke up or whatever, he's like, you do realize that I'm in Syria, and you do realize how hard life is here in Syria and how stressed out I am. So every time she does that, he has to remind the privileged Canadian, hey, my life is not like your life. I don't just get to hop on my mobility scooter and go pick up beaver tails and all these little snacks and everything. Like I am stressed out. And she's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot that my husband living in Syria, a war-torn country, might be a little stressed out. I'm sorry about that. I'll try not to take our problems to YouTube again. Like, just imagine it. Neo Tarot, she has destroyed him and has something over him. Well, she basically said as much. Chantel's basically said that she has information not only on him, but his family to destroy them. And she said that when she was in Syria, when they got into that really big fight.
I just leave them.
Night, Billy. Thanks for being here, hun.
That's my natural shape. I just spent like $30 to spend 25 minutes with my cat. Aw, you mean like an Uber? Sleepy. OHIP covered the first one, I think every 10 years. Let me check.
Oh, what a coinky dink, Chantel. Every 10 years, you get a free one from the Canadian government. And now yours is starting to make noise, huh? Hey, ain't she sweet? Good to see you, girl. Off to the salon. Ooh, have a good day. Thanks for coming in. I would love to know what she has on him. Oh, I want all the details. And I just hope that she lives long enough to tell us everything.
2 years. What is the OHIP eligibility for CPAP replacement? How many years later? every 5 years.
Oh.
You must obtain a new valid prescription from an ADP approved sleep physician.
Oh. Is she going to have a sleep study done then? I don't know how that works. I think she was his beard. Just what does that mean? What does that mean? Face America, just his beard. I think I might know what that means, but I'm not completely sure. I think I know what you're saying. Are you saying like because you believe that Salah is gay and like she is to prove that he's not? Is that what that means?
I might have to buy a new one. I don't think I qualify for ADP. Fuck.
That's what I thought. His fake wife because he's gay. I don't know. I don't get mad at people for saying that. Like I totally get why people might speculate that Salah could be like, you know, gay. And I don't know why people get so offended, but I don't necessarily think that's the case. But again, what do I know? Nothing. You know what? No, I need to stop saying that because at this point, 10 years into this shit, I feel like I'm a professional. Okay. I need to stop questioning myself here, guys, and second guessing myself and saying, I didn't know. I didn't know anything. Yes, the fuck I do, bitch. I've been doing this daily in a support group, morning meetings for like 6 years, I believe, at this point. So yeah, I feel pretty strongly that I don't think the dude's gay. I think he's definitely has some feminine, qualities about him, but like he likes to keep his nails clean and his hands clean and soft and his hips, are yeah, okay. But you know what? Never mind. Back to you, Chantel. Voice notes. Let me check my voice notes while I'm live. Right.
And Scrape, I saw your comment about him sniffing the air for the pizza. How would they do? And then they haze. They go like this. Hey, ding dong. What's the buzz? I haven't heard that in a while. Hey, hello, hello.
I think he just wanted a dumb Canadian that was willing to give him her money. And it's really that simple because just like people are saying in the chat, like he could have, if he just wanted to, like he could have obtained that without having to look for somebody like Chantel, he just wanted a mark. And that was, this is the face of a mark right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever wanted to know what a mark looked like, look at your screen. There you go. Oh, that's great.
Come on over, baby.
Yeah, I think it was on his Tinder that said that he liked both, but that could have been an accident. You know what though? I will say that I don't think that Salah is gay and I don't think he's bi, but you know who I do think is Dishwasher. I think Dishwasher definitely, and I don't think that he's gay. I think he's bisexual. There's nothing wrong with saying that. And there's a lot there to kind of back up that theory too. Like, unless you're using something like that to insult somebody, I don't think that speculation is necessarily like such a big deal that everybody tries to make. But it's only when you're trying to do it in a degrading way. Like, ooh, I bet you're gay, aren't you, sicko? Gay men marry women every day. Gay women marry men every day. Well, yes. Yes. Yes, you're not wrong. Yes, it's very true. Liz says, my opinion only, but I think being coy here. She knows he is a 3-letter word and it starts with M, ends with P, and not what you use to get around. An M and a P. Huh. Well, Closer, who are you talking about? Which one? You got to be specific because I don't know. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm lost. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Joanna, I think that's what she's saying. That's what I thought. And I was just like, okay. All right. Well, that is your opinion, and you are welcome to it, Liz. Sarah Loves Buddy says her size since being back is insane. I don't disagree. I do not disagree. Sarah, thank you for the support. Okay. What did I say? His hips? Wow, yeah, he's got the big hips, man. You know, I got big hips too. Yes, no, I know what it means. I don't know. I don't think that I've ever seen anybody say that about Salah, so I kind of was thinking about it. You know, I don't know. All right, let's continue.
I'm gone for 2 minutes. I don't even know what you guys are talking about now. I look rough today, eh? Maybe I should just cook the hamburger helper right now so when I'm hungry I can eat it. What do you guys think? Yes. Discipline. I gotta read up on discipline.
Well,
this is ChatGPT's. Hello there. Can you give me some tips on how to be disciplined?
if you ever want to know what she's doing when she's not streaming, okay, babe. This is her sealing on her couch and talking to Chat GPT like they're besties, yada yada yada. Oh, really, Bitterful. Okay. I mean, you could be right. Hey, Hectic Llama. Her brain is 100% gone now. It's just Chat GPT, girl. And she posted another image. I don't know if you guys seen it on our community tab post. God bless. I don't know. I don't know why. I can't believe that she's actually, submitting pictures of herself to Chat GPT and asking like them to alter her image. It's just so weird. It's so weird to me. I don't know. Skinty Girl, welcome to the Poors. Thank you so much for being a poor piece of crap. We appreciate you, girl. Chat GPT, her AI boyfriend. Liz says another acronym used on YouTube, and I'll use it as a riddle. Oh boy, I know what you meant. Don't forget yes, or he's in the files. I can't actually say the word. I've never really considered that. And I know I see people in the chat talking about when they went to like Chuck E. Cheese. And I think somebody kind of nailed it earlier when talking about Chantel and talking about Salah, that I think that they are both severely mentally stunted. I stunted, delayed, all of that, but I've never really, I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot, Liz. It really is. But thank you for the super chat, hun. Yeah, he's a psychopath. I can agree with that. Yes. Yes, exactly, Shaz. Thank you. That's basically my thoughts. He's a child himself. Mentally, he's a child himself. I don't disagree with that. So, and you know what? Mr. A kind of shed some light on that situation. Well, I guess if you want to believe, and I do believe a lot of what he said. So not only was Salah looking for a way to basically not have to work, but he was looking for like a mother figure, so not necessarily a wife or, just somebody who will financially take care of him and a mother figure, somebody to mommy him. And even though Chantel, yes, she's very lazy, but she also wants to feel like she's needed and fall into the what was she calling herself? Not a trad wife position or whatever. He's very childish. Okay. Anyways, moving on.
Discipline isn't about willpower. It's about systems that make the right action the default. Here's a practical framework you can stick to. Make it stupidly easy to start. If a habit feels heavy, you don't do it consistently. You won't do it. Want to go live daily? Commit to, I'll go live for 10 minutes. Want to eat better? Start with one improved meal a day. Action beats intention. Always shrink the starting point.
Are you guys noticing that Chat GPT is telling her exactly what she wants to hear? This is exactly, don't go all in. Just start with one small step. You have a healthy meal for breakfast, and for dinner, you order 10 McDonald's takeout. Okay? It's the baby steps that count. That is exactly, Chantel has programmed her Chat GPT to tell her exactly what she wants to hear. And that's how it's supposed to work. we've all had this discussion, is that Chat GPT is created for you to continue to come back, for it to tell you what you want to hear. Girl wouldn't know self-control if it bit her. Ain't that the truth? Thank you for the support, hun. She gave her Syrian church basement spaghetti.
Well, Chat GPT, did anyone ever tell you that you're fucking genius? I think I'm manic again. I'll take that as this was useful. If you want, I can turn this into a super simple daily routine. Chat GPT has acted as my accountant for free. Help me get through my taxes. I'm telling you.
I don't believe you. You're so full of shit.
Any dumb regression therapy. Yeah.
Okay, I want to get to the end where she goes in her kitchen to that she's not even hungry. She wants to make the hamburger help her. So because look at the little box. Oh my God. Like, again, the way I described it to you guys earlier, like I'm watching Chantel every day and I'm like, damn, bitch, I just watched you yesterday. How is it possible that today you look so much worse? But that is the cycle that we are in every single day. She's living alone. He's not there to control anything. She's got no reason to not eat and not indulge and not be word. So every single day, she's just going balls to the wall with the only thing that she likes to do. So every time you see her, she's going to look worse. What happened? I missed it. I probably don't even want to read it. All right, hold on. Let me get to it though. Oh my God, it's just crazy. That should have been the thumbnail. Now, the thumbnail we had was a banger.
Now, it's going to be clean. It's one of those satisfying videos.
Oh, and her apartment is a filthy effing mess. Not shocked, but needs to be said. It's a filthy mess.
It's a couple days old.
This entire stream that she did was pretty good. Like, if you know, like sometimes she can be really boring and she's just talking to the chat or whatever, but the whole thing was pretty good.
I know I'm sick.
You just see random things laying on the floor, like things that you wouldn't even think to just set down on your floor. You will just see them in the background for whatever reason. And you know she's never going to bend down to pick that shit up. She'll wait for Shmi to come back over. Yeah. And you know what, though? She's supposed to have an inspection. I don't think it's an inspection that she's about to have done, but they're about to come in and check the smoke detectors, I believe. So you know she's going to want to clean for that. Because those people, like the maintenance people, they will report back. If there's a place that they go in, like they've been trained, like, you know, if you go in somewhere and it seems like there's a problem, there's holes in the wall, maybe you see roaches, make sure you put that on your report and let us know. So surely she knows that.
Salt, garlic powder, onion powder, okay, pepper. I love black pepper.
Yes. Shit. It's true. I guarantee it. If she went every day and was asking the same thing as far as like self-control or whatever, it would say something to her like, congratulations, you made it to day 4. You should reward yourself with a treat from one of your favorite takeout restaurants. Good on you. Probably even calls her Foodie or Cutie. No, I bet the Chat GPT calls her Cutie. Anna Peters, thank you for the super chat. How many days did she wear this shirt? I believe 4. 3 or 4 days that she wore the shirt. I think, was it a couple days for the pants? I don't know. It's a lot, girl, and it stinks. You know it does. She's sending pics of herself. It knows.
Hello.
Like, this is Brussels sprouts, empty bag. I don't know what that box was.
Hello.
So before she can even go in there and cook herself a meal, she has to shift and move stuff around and clean out a pot because it's a fucking mess in there. Her depression hurt. That's a depressing life. Yes.
Dinner anywhere?
Oh my God. So that was from dinner from what? The night before? How in the hell are you going to eat Brussels sprouts out like that? Oh my God. No, Sassy Mama, I haven't even went over the pictures. I probably won't even do it today. I mean, it's just so dumb. It's like one of those things that's so ridiculous. I don't even want to talk about. Like, there's a few things when it comes to Chantel I just can't even be bothered with. And when she does those stupid filtered, I'm just like, man, I don't even care. I mean, I just don't.
You.
Ugh. Oh my God. Can I just ask why there are 2 bags of Brussels sprouts? Did she cook both bags at one time? What? I didn't even think about that. And I'm like, wait a minute, because she's thrown away a shit ton of Brussels sprouts. And I'm like, bitch, she cooked 2 bags. What made you think you were going to eat 2 bags of Brussels sprouts, Chantel? Did she think, oh my God, did she think eating the Brussels sprouts was going to cancel out like the McDonald's and all those treats and everything? Oh my God.
She's gross. I legit can be gross. I'm not gonna even fight you on that.
I don't know. Maybe it's just like being a woman. That is just like, I feel like one thing I pride myself on. I would be devastated if anybody came into my area or even on, like being on camera and showing you guys my space and what I look like. I would be devastated, humiliated if anybody used the word gross to describe me. And again, I don't know if that's just being a woman or just something as an individual personality that I don't want to be I don't want to be described as gross. And I honestly don't want to be friends with or share space with somebody who I would consider gross. Even like my kids and stuff, them being kids and kids are kids and sticky hands and they're not the cleanest or whatever. I don't consider them gross, but still. And she's just like, yeah. And that's a choice. You don't have to be. That's one of the things in life that you have full control over. And it doesn't take a whole lot. Doesn't take a whole lot of effort. It's pretty easy. I can't even think of anybody in real life recently that I could sit here and say, oh man, they're just so gross. Other than like Chantel or Quirky. That's it. And I'm not talking about their eating or, how much they weigh, or it's their lifestyle and the way they live and their clothes and their filth and things. That's what makes you gross.
And even me.
You're one person. You're a single, again, I don't want to sound like sexist or anything saying these things, but you're a single woman. You're a single woman. What the fuck do you mean you need a maid? Crazy. Quirky absolutely smells. And I would dare I say that she might even possibly smell worse than Chantel. If not, they smell just as bad as each other. When I look at Quirky, I don't see any qualities about her that aren't just as bad. Okay, babe. As Chantel's. Like, she tends to pride herself for whatever delusional reason that she's better than Chantel or better than Amber. No, ma'am, you're not. If anything, you could possibly be worse. And that's saying a lot.
You mind if I do my dishes? Okay, I have some butter here. Hello. Hi.
this is like the angle I was talking about and I was describing to you guys earlier. It's like, yeah, we've seen this angle before, but it's just something about it. It hits different this time. It hits different.
I'm gonna make hamburger helper. He says all my containers. I gotta get them back. I said you don't even have to wash them. Just give them back to me.
She's seen Pete's like 2 weeks ago, and God only knows when they're going to see each other again. I was reading that.
Because I think he does dishes in his bathroom sink. I would too, though. If he's going downstairs and having to talk to people.
Oh, yes, Kay, you are right. They're equally gross, but Chantel does it on purpose while Rosie doesn't realize it. Yes, I do agree with that. Quirky is disgusting. Her house is dirtier than Chantel's. You want to know why, though, MC? I think a big reason for that, this is easy, is for one, Chantel moves around. So she hasn't been positioned. Like, imagine this, guys. Okay. Let's give, equal opportunity to these girls, because Quirky has been squatting in her parents' home for a couple of years, a while anyways, whereas Chantel, she's been moving around. Like, imagine if Chantel had been in the villa all this time. Like this entire time, imagine what condition the villa would be in. And also, Foodie has her mom that comes over and helps every so often. I don't know if Quirky's parents help. I've seen a clip somewhere where she's trying to get her house to get. It's not even her house. It's her grandparents' house that was left to her parents, and she's squatting there. But she's been trying to get the house together because I guess it's time for her parents to come back to their home and visit. So I'm not aware if her family helps her as far as cleaning is concerned, but we also know that Smee helps Chantel. So there's that. Got to remember. Liz says she's setting to wash dishes. I'm really concerned. Oh, she has been. She's been setting to wash dishes for a while now. Just the mom. QLR parents live in Norway. Yes. So, and rumor is that they left the States because of Quirky. I don't know if that's true. That does seem a little, I don't know though. Like, I hear that she was a hell of a problem, and I believe it, all of it. Liz, thank you for the support, hun. Hello, Patricia. Slap a glucose monitor on her arm. It will go off when her sugar reaches a certain level. She'll never consent to that. Thank you for the support, hun. Oh yeah, Quirky is a problem.
He has really bad social anxiety too, like me. Okay, the Brussels sprout plate is clean. Man. Oh. So, the 17th, I'm going to be going to the movie to see Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Oh, that's her ice tray.
I can't really see from here the chat, so please entertain yourselves while I do my dishes.
Right.
Ta-da! GG.
There's our new side character, Water.
Your dish is clean, BG. This is actually clean. I used it to measure water, so I can reuse that.
Yeah, but the thing is, she'll never let a maid come in her house because she's too embarrassed, but she'll wait for her mom to come do it. I do believe while in Kuwait and Syria that they paid somebody to take care of their house and do their laundry. And I think Salah insisted. I think Salah kind of demanded that Chantel be the trad wife. I think Salah tried to dominate Chantel, but again, nobody is going to put Cutie in the corner, and she refused, and it wouldn't get done. And I think he just got tired of the mess and the smell. And, at the end of the day, he needs Chantel's coin to keep going. So they were like, hey, okay, we'll just pay somebody. And I think the same was done in Syria. I mean, Foodie She wants us to believe that in Syria, she was manually washing clothes. But in Canada, and that was for her and Salah. But in Canada, for her just alone, she won't even use the washer and dryer that's there. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. And especially considering, like you all say, that she's basically like very wealthy in Syria. Her money goes a long way in Syria. Why wouldn't they just pay somebody to wash their clothes? Like what? She's got that much pride? No way. No, that was her ice tray, Rhonda. And I was sitting there thinking the same thing. The odds of that ice tray having soap in it and her filling that up with water, putting it into the freezer, putting that into her cup, and then drinking it are very likely. Oh, there's soap all over those dishes for sure.
Gonna need to hit the dollar store.
Imagine what the people were saying, though, you know? Because I'm sure somebody like Chantel is not something that somebody like Chantel is not something you see every day in Canada. You definitely ain't seeing something like Chantel every day in Kuwait, and definitely not in Syria. So imagine the conversations. She sits on the porcelain because she breaks the toilet seats. Didn't she try to bring a toilet seat from Syria? That was so random. Probably. I don't remember.
I want to try going to a different dollar store. I'm tired of this one. Each dollar store has different things, like different treasures. I was looking at the wall. I remember I got those nice pictures for my thing. They had one of Scarface. A picture of Scarface from the dollar store is something that one of Shannon's old ex-boyfriends would have had on his wall in a party apartment, thinking they're cool.
She's so exhausted. Just sitting there doing those couple of dishes. Don't you think she would feel so much better standing up? I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she sets and cooks, and I don't know how she sets and does the dishes. I just don't. Hello, Art. Just like helping her with the pea cup. The aunts took care of everything. No wonder she's not allowed back. You know, I think that they were compensated, and they were probably compensated very well because it's Salah's family and he kind of insisted. But I think the final straw, I think they were like, okay, it's worth it because they were being compensated so well. And I think the final straw is when she started to be aggressive. Like, I'm sure they probably weren't used to somebody like Cutie being the way that she is. Like, I think there's things that we don't know. The crazy things that she told us about her actions in Syria. And then think about the things she wasn't willing to tell us, the conversations that she didn't have. I mean, just like the fact that she said that she had information basically to ruin him and his family. If anything happens to me, it was them. They were probably like, yeah, we're done here. We're done. It's not worth it. Like, Foodie is the type to put a target on your back, especially in a place like Syria. She was too much of a risk, no matter how much money she could bring in to their family, because what good is money if you cause, possibly put our family in danger. Yeah. Art, thank you for the support, hun.
And she would laugh at that comment, so. All right. Let's wash the pot.
Sassy Mama says that sink, from what I understand, is to wash up for prayer. What? Her kitchen sink right here? She's not washing up for prayer.
Oh, God. Ugh. Wow.
Oh, my God. Yeah. She hasn't shut that water out. Oh, in Syria, the one she shit in. Oh, my God. Wow. I wasn't ready for that, dude. All right. Dude, look at that pan. Like, she's digging all of the gunk because she just poured it down her sink. God. Just take out of there. I don't know what that is. It's something. I thought it was like food or something out of the pan, but I'm not really sure what it is.
Because I gotta use this pot to make the hamburger helper, so I have to watch it.
She's cleaning that. She's gonna half-ass clean that pot, and she's gonna turn right around and cook hamburger helper in it. That is fucking wild. Oh, it's a tag. Oh, okay. She probably works a lot out in Syria. He has to keep an eye on her to keep her from doing something always stupid, always. Oh, yeah. And again, in Kuwait, I feel like it was a lot easier for Salah to contain and control Cutie because he could just throw food at her and keep her hungry. Keep her hungry. Keep her happy. Keep her happy. And then he could. And listen, there was a theory that people were saying, and I kind of believe it. I really do. Because thinking back to seeing a lot of Cutie in Kuwait and how much time she spent sleeping, which that motherfucker can sleep with or without drugs, but I could totally see Salah trying to, and I understand it too, you know, trying to keep Chantel sedated, possibly. And, you know, she gets up long enough to eat, make a video, and back to bed she goes. King Fuzz says she's making herself gag. You know that apartment smells like rot. Look, that face that she's making right now is because she's so grossed out over this pot, over this pan. Yeah, it's gross. She is the garbage disposal. Yes. King Fuzz, thank you for the support, hun. I bet he thinks most Western women are like her. Yes. And again, that is kind of like the whole thing with people would always get so mad because other people who are overweight are giving Chantel shit. We're like, because she ticks every fucking box as far as a stereotype for an overweight woman. And you know what? We're not with that shit. We take care of ourselves. We clean our homes. We do our laundry. We don't wear dirty clothes. We're not nasty, smelly people because we're overweight. You know, that is the stereotype of bigger women. And that's why a lot of bigger women would always, you know, make reactions to Chantel and be like, listen, motherfucker, yeah, we might be fat. That might be fair, but we're not all these things. She ticks every box. So it's the same as far as Salah thinking that probably Western women are all like this. I wouldn't be surprised. Not at all. I don't understand if you hate dishes and just make sure you rinse them off before leaving them in the sink. The people don't rinse their dishes before leaving them in the sink are gross as fuck. Exactly. I hate icky dishes. Grosses me right. Even seeing that nasty funk that is in Chantel's pan makes my stomach turn. I hate it. That's why seriously, as soon as I can, I don't want that shit sitting in my house. I don't want it sitting on the stove and drying where it's impossible to get clean because I don't want to deal with that shit. Nobody does.
Ain't got no time to wait for the dishwasher.
Oh my God. Anna Peters. Over share time, I cut myself shaving the pee one time. Oh my God. And this asshole I was dating looked at it and called it disgusting. And I was horrified. So being called gross should affect her, and it doesn't. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I agree. Wow, the nerve of him. The nerve of you, buddy. Why don't you whip your little hot dog out so I can flick it and show you disgusting? How about that? That's what I would have said. Anna Peters, bless you. God, I cannot imagine. I think I might have done a small cut before a long time ago, but nothing too serious. Boy, oh boy, that is definitely a fear. Yeah, hope you dumped him too. Anyways, that's enough of that.
Ow. The water is boiling. You got to make it boiling to get rid of all the germs. I mean, there's no mold.
You got to make it boiling. Do you think that's all you need is... Okay, listen, I'm going to say this and I really got to go. I got stuff I got to do. I got to get home to the kid. The shower situation. And I think I might have said this yesterday, but just in case I didn't, let me go ahead and say it today. Chantel has recently showed her shower. We have not shown that in a live stream. I've just seen the stills on Twitter, which maybe tomorrow or tonight I'll try to find it and maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow in detail with the images, right? Or the video. So she's showing the shower and the shower looks clean. It's still in the same condition. The little stone or whatever you guys say it is, it's still got the plastic wrap on it. The soap it looks unused, I believe. No signs of Chantel showering in said shower. So this kind of makes sense. Her talking about the dishes and basically all you need is boiling water. When I was like, dude, as much as I want to sit here and get on the bandwagon that Chantel is not showering, I just don't know that that's possible. Because I feel like you would actually get physically sick, wouldn't you? I know, not a washcloth in sight. So here's what I'm thinking though, guys. I mean, again, all this is speculation. I've been, since day one, you come out of the vagina and, the hospital's washing you and then your mother's washing you and then you learn to wash yourself. So I don't have experience, okay, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't think anybody else does either. So what if Foodie is getting into the shower and she, because, she went as far as to tell us that she doesn't wash below the waist, which was, wow. Who takes a shower and for what reason would you not wash below the waist? She's a weirdo and she does weird things. So what if the reason that we don't see actual proof of her using the shower is because she's not using soap? Like she's getting in there maybe once a week and she's standing. Yeah, wouldn't even call it a whore bath. Like a whore bath, you're not just necessarily just using water. You just might be, washing your pussy at the sink, but you're using something, either some kind of wipe that you found, or girl, maybe you got the bar soap and the water and you're just, but you're not, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily know. A whore bath is a little bit more in depth than that, right? But I think it's a possibility that she could just be using water, or maybe she's not showering at all, because we know that she's not cleaning the shower. And that's not the only proof that we have about Chantel not showering. Here's another. I want you to take a look. Well, fuck. I've got it. Let me put it back on the screen. Exhibit A. Exhibit A. This is Chantel sitting down to do her dishes. Okay. Now, even if Chantel was to take the chair away, she could lean onto the counter and she can hunch over, and all the force is going down. So even if she was to stand up, it shouldn't be a problem for her. It shouldn't even hurt her back. But she's still having a hard time doing that. But she wants us to believe that she's getting into the shower and she's standing where she doesn't have anything to lean against. She's lifting her arms to wash her 5 strands of hair. She's moving her T-Rex arms to wash her body under the boobs, under the gun. I mean, this motherfucker just explained to us how she couldn't figure out how to piss in a cup. I think us seeing the shower in the condition that it's in, we know the answer. It's either one of two things. And it's probably the original thought that we had, which is our girl more than likely is not showering, or she's showering with water. Because even if she did get herself enough energy to take a shower, there's no fucking way possible she's cleaning that shower. You would see soap scum and obvious use that she had taken a shower and it's not there. What do you think, that she's cleaning the shower as soon as she gets done? Buy a shower chair, Chantel, make it somewhat believable. Yeah, because you can't even stand to do your dishes where you can lean against the counter and do this, but you want us to believe that you're in the shower cleaning yourself. Oh, and I say that and I'm sitting there thinking about what I just said. I'm like, damn, bitch. No wonder she hates us so much. We literally just discussed in detail whether or not we believe that Chantel, a grown-ass woman, takes a shower. God, we're great. This is great. I'm so glad that I found so many like-minded people in this community, because it's a good time. always thought that I have this inappropriate sense of humor and, like I'm very, very immature and I laugh at stuff that probably most adults wouldn't laugh at. Like, even as a kid, I remember my mom basically telling me to grow the fuck up. Like, I would troll the shit out of my mom as a teenager, and she would be so fucking mad at me. Even my friends. Like, my friend spent the night one night, and I remember I didn't sleep, and I stayed up, and I, like, got in her bag. I got out all of her clothes and all of her underwear, and I took pads and hung them all over my wall, and I just thought that was the funniest shit ever. She didn't find any humor in that, but boy, oh boy, I thought it was great, and I still remember it to this day, There is something wrong with all of us, and that's okay because we have each other, and that's really all that matters, okay? A family sense, if you will. Y'all are my people for sure. I don't give a fuck. We're a good time. Yeah. As much shit as you like to talk about us, Chantel, okay? It's us against the Beezers. And one of these days, well, we can't because all those motherfuckers are bedbound, right? But it would be so cool. Even if we just sit here and we fantasize, is that the right word? About like these silly things like softball teams and, getting together and doing different activities where it's like the support group against the Beezers and, all the different sectors. Cause it's not just like support group. Obviously, you have all these different reactors and their own little community. And we're all kind of somewhat tied in, except for Big Cigarette, because we don't fuck with her. But yeah, that would be such a good time. Like a big girl world Chantel verse picnic get together would be fucking epic. And we've been saying it for so long that eventually it's going to happen one day, bitches. All right. And any of you people that we don't like, you're not allowed to come. We don't need to name names, do we? No, we don't. Love you guys so much. I got to get the fuck out of here. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe on there. And we are on Chantel Watch, right? Sinatra says, definitely down for the Special Olympics picnic. Man, but we're everywhere. That is the down. Oh, okay, I will say this and I'm going to go. It is the downside, somewhat downside, because it's so cool that we're so spread out like all across the world, right? But the downside to that is trying to get us together in one place. But you know what? Maybe we're not mentally well enough to actually even meet up with each other. So maybe it's just not meant to be, and we just don't want to accept that. So I don't know. Food for thought. All right, love you. Gotta go. Bye.